They're all listening and watching now. Let me do an intro, because they can see us now. Shh. Okay, welcome to
What do
the...
you want us to?
Did you just get a bowl of carrots, Aaron?
Pasta with red sauce and Gouda cheese.
Uh-oh, biscuit.
Is that what they told you it was? Because that's a fucking bowl of carrots, dude.
No, it's not carrots. It's pasta with red sauce and Gouda cheese.
Axel, Sue, good to
Very
see
good.
you too. You also, Gary, appreciate that. Good to see you guys popping in. Now, I am Travis. Welcome to the tavern. We'll do the... And thank you for the boobs, Andrea. Thank you. I will be playing Grull. Callisto tonight. He is a lovely pale shade of green with his thinner elven features shining through his orcish heritage, with his leather overcoat and his spear, which is decorated with fetishes and focuses for his arcane shenanigans. And apparently he's got something about kids. And I don't mean baby goats. Maybe I do mean baby goats. We'll find out. Let's introduce, starting in the lower left and going around. So let us start with John Millington. Good evening, sir. How's your duck?
Greetings. Oh, well, I'm doing great. Next week, if you're in the Gloucester, Virginia area, come out to our Comic-Con. August 10th from 10 to 2. After parties at the bowling alley and the movie theater. For $20, you get unlimited bowling, a meal, and 2 movies. So it'll be a fun time for all.
What kind of meal?
I think you're going to get like some kind of Coke and a hamburger or a hot dog or, French fries, that kind of stuff.
Axel, that is
I am playing...
Yeah, Axel is asking where that's at. I want to make sure I get him that info before I forget to tell him.
Main library in Gloucester, Virginia, on Main Street.
Gloucester, Virginia. Where's your mic there, John? You're quiet.
Right up. Oh,
Okay.
Let me move a little loose.
There you go. Just make sure you're
How's that?
talking towards it if it's anything important. If it's not important...
But we're at the main library in Gloucester, Virginia. We had about 3,000 people last year come in and out.
Did. Absolutely did. Okay, go on with your character, sir.
I am playing Jake, who is a priest of Joneth. Currently, I'm talking to 2 friendly dragons that aren't really participating in what our plans were. So, anyways, we'll see how that goes tonight. Yeah, dialogue.
Okay, moving on, let's talk to Aaron and his bowl of carrots as a group as opposed to separately and individually, because every carrot will want the attention.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'll be DMing this week and possibly next week as well. I am not currently playing a character, as I am DMing and playing a cast of thousands, possibly millions. We don't know yet. Last week I had the opportunity to play a bunch of goblins, the characters Raelion and Gwydion. I am the writer of the Ships of Valor series, currently with book 1, Persona non grata. Let's see, and I'm not eating carrots because they are generally disgusting. I'm eating a bowl of pasta with red sauce and Gouda cheese.
Now,
your mic's buzzing a bit.
Yeah, just want to let you know you're getting that electronic feedback that we had the problem with last week that we couldn't have figured out how to fucking fix it. Axel, sorry to hear that you're not close enough to make it. There is always other times. Also, keep in mind you can see most or all of us come January in Williamsburg, Virginia at MarsCon 2020. So you can check that out at Mars-Con, is it, Andrea?
No, just MarsCon.
No.
MarsCon.net.
MarsCon.net.
Okay, very good. Now, speaking of people I like to see on a regular basis, Andrea, you are next. What's up, my Nitta?
Nitta. I play Lally, who is, in her own mind, a wonderful actress, and apparently the chief of the goblins, underground goblins.
I think her official title is New Chief, New Chief.
My horribly offensive and not writing limericks. Give people bardic inspiration. The characters.
That's very true. And then last in our list of our rogues gallery is Chris Hall, who's known for the personality behind this character.
Yes. I'm playing Pierce Yearhart.
Yes,
who
you are.
Is a merchant of home safety goods. Yes, that's it. He's just a home safety goods merchant.
And carrots.
Okay. And everybody, please keep in mind your mics. I appreciate you moving it while you are eating or whatever, or muting if you have to get up, as I actually don't really have to remind much anybody anymore nowadays, but I like to mention it once in a while.
But you do have to remind us to unmute to talk.
Well, you and me both, right there in that same boat. It's the muty boat. I do want to remind all our viewers that we love you very much, and we really appreciate you guys supporting us. Actually, you're exactly correct with the alarm systems. That is correct. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. We have hit all-time records for the tavern with our subscribers as well as our bits in the past few weeks, and appreciate you doing that. Don't forget, if you'll watch your screen, that with the bits, you can get them for free. You can also subscribe for free using Amazon Prime, and show us the love, show us the support. Now, tomorrow night, you need to make sure you join us. There's the information about tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Talk of the Tavern. Other than that, if you
Is that a VSNM stream tomorrow?
Yes, and it was supposed to be tonight also, but I have forgotten. So tomorrow night will be only for VIPs, moderators, and subscribers. So make sure you're able to do that. Other than that, you catch it on the replay. No big deal. I also do want to remind you guys of if you want to throw straight up cash to help support the channel and pay for costs, you can do that too. Just click the monthly tip button below, and it will automatically renew for you whenever ready via PayPal. I think that's good enough on the banter and push and stuff like this. I think we're ready to do some playing. Is everyone ready? Anybody need a quick break, or are we good? I can stall for a few more minutes if you want to finish your Gouda pasta.
I got 2 pieces left. Done.
Okay, he's going to get 2 pieces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recap what my character remembers as he's reminiscing. Grace, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. So, I met these people at this little town. And their Rokaran woman comes running up to me going, "You need to help us. We've got to go do this." And they dragged me to the inn where they were. And there was some fancy man who claimed to be a mythological beast talking to another Rokaran who's a little bit too serious for his pants. I don't think he realizes the stitching of the patch on the back of the left leg looks like a smiley face, but it does. And they were also there with a kind of chubby human. He looked like a Kultiran, sort of. Anyhow, well, you said he's chubby, average, and merchant-like. It's like what every fucking Kultiran looks like. Okay, so, anyhow.
Yeah, but they're fucking giants. Like, even a small Kultiran is still over 6 feet.
Your character's not?
No, he's
Okay.
like 5'11".
Okay. My bad by
Maybe
1
6.
inch. I so didn't mean to rile you up above the
He's
character size.
5'12" and a half.
My mistake. He's a thin
He's
waif.
5'11" 3/4.
He is a thin
7
waif
8.
of a twig. Yeah, it's incredible and very sensitive. Don't talk about his height. So, we traveled from town to town. We ate stuff. We slept in the woods. We met gnomes. And more gnomes. And more gnomes. Then goblins, which are like gnomes, but not. And we took weeks, 6 weeks, closing down passages to this dragon lair.
You mean plugging up holes?
Yeah. And then we found the dragon. Apparently that dragon didn't know us, so somebody lied to us. Now dragon fight! Anybody else? Did I miss anything?
Jade's still in there as we're trapped on the other side of the fallen rocks.
Who said I'm trapped?
Did the rocks fall and close off the aperture?
Just
They
some
did.
of it.
Okay.
Yeah, most of it.
So anybody else have any other stuff they want to throw in for the recap?
No.
In character? Okay.
I've fallen.
You don't want to talk about your new goblin clan and how they worship you?
I already did.
Okay.
I am the chief.
No, chief, no, chief, no, chief.
Because I did very great interpretive dance.
Okay.
You did.
Aaron, you ready, sir?
I am ready.
I have burned more time and distracted the masses. It is you. Take over. I am nothing but putty in your grubby little paws.
As Grawl has just recapped to our lovely goblin horde what has gone on, as they are paying in rapt attention, much like the Ewoks in Return of the Jedi.
I just want to point out foreshadowing. I
live. You have lived to at least this point.
live. That's right. I might be on my deathbed right then, but we'll see.
They're going, ooh, ah, ooh.
Claw.
Yes, the three members of our party have made it back to the Dwarven Stronghold. It has taken you approximately 4 hours. You have left Jaith in the Dragon Horde. You still hear the after tremors of dragon fighting. Jaith, you are up there. They are fighting. You've kind of...
I can hear it.
you can definitely hear it. You can kind of see it. You figured out that maybe if I just hang out over here, I won't get slapped or smacked or whatever. You can take pop shots at them as you so desire, but that is your current position. We'll leave you there for the moment. Andrea, you have got the attention of your goblin horde, but you left the stage to Gruul at that point. What does the party do?
Can we dance if we want to?
Huh?
Sorry.
Well, we can certainly leave our friends behind.
We did.
No.
No.
Our friends don't dance.
Then they're absolutely no friends of yours.
Or Rocairn.
Mhm.
You don't dance very well.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Should we go save him?
That is up to you.
I argued that we should have never left him. I mean, except for the two dragons fighting in the collapsing building, and he's probably dead already. I totally was all about staying there.
Except that you teleported into the cave mouth to save yourself. With your small bag of loot as well.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm merely highlighting the fact that you do indeed have a small bag of loot for your own knowledge.
Who's this narrator asshole that keeps following me around? He doesn't know what he's talking about, guys, I swear.
No, the little DM from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon walks over, goes, "Hey, remember, you've got some loot," and then disappears behind the rock.
Yes.
That's like a gnome going through dementia. We met him in the last town. He's actually like a level 17 illusionist that's just fucking with people as his brain melts.
That can happen.
But he only has level 1 spells.
So
Just at level 17
I
capability.
can,
Go ahead, Andrea.
I can get my goblin clan to help us dig him out. I rally my goblins. Let's go save Jace.
As an orc, I'm going to show the goblin support and support her leadership as they grab their shovels and pickaxes and mauls. I'm going to be like, "What's up, my diggers?"
Diggers
Diggers.
with a D.
With a D. I'm not going to give him the D. And D.
That's later.
Everybody see my shirt?
That's for the rave later.
I mean, unless they're stellar performers and all.
Anyhow. So,
Alright
Onward.
then, away we go.
Chris or Pierce, you on board with the plan?
Sure,
Or
why
no-
not?
no
Let's go
outward-
save Jake.
can we sing that famous Rocairn song as we go?
I hope.
That would be
How
it.
you doing?
Hi ho, Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
I don't
It's off
sing.
to... Can you bust a move and maybe groove down the hallway?
You absolutely can. You absolutely can.
You could be like...
We just make a conga line all the way up.
That's a good idea.
Yes, you organize the goblins. One of them. Hey, Chief.
Yes.
You want to go the back way?
That way. Is it quicker?
Well, it goes right into the cave.
Okay, come on. Lead the way.
They take you down in through the dwarven stronghold, and more of a kind of a path, but you get the impression that you're going through there, and it takes you kind of a parallel path. But you guys are now kind of behind the goblins instead of in front of the goblins, and you hear a lot of shh, 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 shh. And they go, shh, and then turn, shh. Which doesn't make anything quieter. It's just goblins.
I will mutter the word "it" every time they do that.
It takes you about 3 hours to get back there with a lot of... God damn it. You and your goblin horde eventually make it to the dragon cave. Jaith, you become aware of goblins stomping through one of the walls towards you about 8 hours later. I assume you've taken a long rest as the dragons have kind of...
I don't know because it depends on what they're doing. Let's take a nappy while a dragon's with the
Well, they've kind of...
bashing down buildings.
They've kind of gone into
Over
a
there.
cat's slow fight of, yeah, all right, let's do this.
They're hunched over the
Like two
chessboards, swearing at each other now.
I'm gonna kill you. All right, yeah. I'm gonna kill you in 5 minutes.
Let me take a nap. It's a great
I'll
idea.
tell you what. I'll use one of my stone shapes to carve out a hollow so I could use that. How's that?
Right. What I'm saying is that you are able to recover any hit points or anything, and you're able to basically get your spell back.
Okay. Got it.
And you are relatively safe in the large cavern.
All right. I will move over towards where I hear the digging.
Hi ho.
You're not allowed to sing that.
That's racist.
Not
We
when it's
sang
coming
that
from
200
the
years
mountains.
ago.
What, Chris?
But it came back 500
Yeah.
years in the future.
Who taught you that?
The goblins show you the back way, and eventually you make it up into the cave.
They're kind of still going at it. It's a slow slap fight now.
Yeah.
Who do you think is winning?
Me.
We are, because we're still alive, and we're going to go down there and get rid of Gwydion.
Gwydion or Raelian? The one that
Yes.
hired you, or the other
I
one?
said Gwydion.
You have no idea at this point, do you?
The one that hired us.
Raelion.
I know.
Okay, that's Raelian.
Oh. Well, he said he
Well,
was.
that's not how we know him.
Right.
I've been consistently calling him that because
Yeah,
I don't really know if the other guy is whatever he says he is anyway. So
Good to go. All right. There is an entrance.
Okay.
You guys
the
are
white dragon.
good to go. The goblins stop. You guys are not quite single file. They go, hey, you can come up. 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 And it makes it back to the chief.
Okay, let's go.
They're coming up. 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 They're coming up.
And I'm going up.
I'm gonna hum that little tune. I'm coming up. I just want the world to know.
Are you sure you're not a bard?
I don't know what you're talking about. You watch your filthy whore mouth.
You watch your filthy whore mouth. You watch your filthy whore mouth. You watch your filthy whore mouth. You watch your filthy whore mouth. Smack! 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 Smack!
You saw the way back up to him.
I'm curious what body parts they're smacking.
You look back to find it out?
Oh, yeah.
There's just a goblin brawl going on now.
A brawl?
Smack that ass. Smack that ass.
Smack that ass. Smack that ass. Followed by, yeah, baby.
I don't know why we didn't get one of these years ago. These are great. We should hook Jace Hill Giant up with these people when you have to leave.
Indeed.
Hits random donkey, says Axel.
Could happen. So when I go all the way up there, what do I see? Is there a doorway? Is there rubble? What is it?
There's a crack in the wall. It's tall enough for the Rokaren to kind of stand in. Chris, you have to kind of hunch. The goblins are easily able to just kind of stand there side by side without a problem. The Rokaren, it's tight fit. Basically, you can look out there. The roof, it's not as bright as it was, but because you're coming out of kind of a dark hallway, it's still bright. You're able to kind of look out there and you go, okay. You see the dragons just kind of in the last vestiges of a giant cat fight. They're just...
They each have a bag of cats.
You are not able to see Jaith in there. Both of the dragons look pretty messed up, but they're both still moving.
Well, Lolly, maybe we should tell the goblins to go attack the white one? That was Rayleon, right?
Not the Wong one.
Chris, you are able to remember that Gwydion was the crystal one, Rayleon was the white one.
Right. Great.
The one you like is the line of crystals.
Yeah.
Crystalline.
The white one was the one that braved the ice on Lolly.
Right.
And he was all like, chill out, bitch.
And John knows that you're calling him Raylan. Jade still is going to call him Gwydion because that's what he said. But I know he's the white one.
I'm gonna get whatever goblins near me. Find the other guy that was with us. Find Jaith. Shh. I'm gonna shove him in there. Go find him.
When you, they start to go like this, and you push one, and he's like, damn it. They start going. And they, as long as you keep looking at a bunch of them, they keep kind of pouring out. Until you're like, okay. So, do you look at like 5, 10, 15, 20, how many?
What, to find him?
Yeah. I mean, how many are you tasking?
3.
3. Okay.
I don't need them all like hovering everywhere like roaches.
Well, no, I'm just trying to figure out if
you and you.
Okay. They skedaddle. They don't make noise. These guys do not actually make noise when they run across coins.
Oh, they're so cute.
Right. You, however, make a lot of noise.
I'm not running.
Ching, ching, ching,
No,
ching, ching.
because you actually say, "Oh, they're so cute."
Oh yeah. Oops.
And it's hard to put them in your bag without making noise. To hell with walking on them.
They run off. They seem to actually be pretty good at this. They go in 3 separate directions.
Okay.
And they disappear for about 5-10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Anybody else doing anything?
No, I'll just watch them slap fight each other.
You're afraid of the claw. The claw's gonna get you.
I'm just gonna make sure everything's in order and ready to go, and brush my fetishes.
Actually, how much coinage is near our little entrance?
More than you could spend in a lifetime if you're looking at it.
Great, so I want to
Travis brushing his
sneakily try and start grabbing some piles and putting them into my bag.
The goblins don't seem to care. They're looking at you going, but okay, you can grab as much as you can carry. Are you going after anything in particular, or are you just going to go...
Platinum, specifically. Platinum and gems.
Gem is truly outrageous.
It's outrageous. Yeah, platinum and gems. Just quietly.
Okay. Jace?
I'm finishing up my morning tea and getting ready to go back into battle with the 2 dragons.
Psst, 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 psst. Hey.
The name's Jace, not Psst.
Oh, sorry. Jace. 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 Jace.
What can I help you with, Echo?
Oh, no, not Echo.
Just one Jace is fine.
Okay, one Jace is fine. The chief wants to see you.
Oh, where's the chief at?
At the cave entrance.
It's no longer there.
Oh, use the other one. You want to come this way?
Sure.
Okay.
And he freaking turns around and walks off.
I follow him after I pick up my belongings. Where's he going?
There.
Up, down?
I can see Jace as he
moves towards a wall and kind of skirts along.
Go on. Sorry. Carry on.
Clonk, 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 clonk. About 5 minutes later, you can hear something coming your way.
Is that Jace?
Hey, Chief.
What?
Chief.
Yes.
One Jace is fine is coming.
Oh, good. Good work.
Thank you, Chief.
Pat him on the head.
Go fight the dragon.
Back in the crowd. Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, he disappears back to the crowd as soon as...
Of course. The end goblin is the live goblin.
Hey, right. Doing a quick shout out for people that's popping in saying hello.
I see you're back.
We have returned.
We are with a small army.
As in, the army is small, and it's also small.
Yes.
Now we need a plan.
It's a small army.
See Gwydion over there? We're going to kill him. Or her.
We should kill
The
Rayleigh.
crystal one or the white one?
Gwydion, the white dragon. That one.
Great, the white one.
Down with
Why do
Whitey.
you always gotta kill the white?
The other two goblins return, and they go, he ain't in here.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Hey. No, not you. Not you, Chief. Him. Hey.
One of them grabs your freaking cloak and goes,
Hey.
Answer him.
I'm a Rokaran. I can outweight you on your annoyance. Continue.
They're both pulling
I
on
can
Dave
stand there
alternately.
longer than you can say wait.
And they do that continuously as you guys continue to talk.
I'm an elf, and I can wait a long time too. But
I
I'm
can
also
make
an
you
orc,
stop
so
saying
oh my
wait.
god, fucking say what you have to
God.
say.
Oh, the Chief wants to see you.
She's looking at him.
Here.
She sees him.
Uh-huh. You want to see him, right, boss?
I see him. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
And into the crowd.
Nobody say they all
They're
look
goblins,
alike.
they're not smart.
But they are funny.
We've inherited the Echo clan. Wonderful.
So how do we defeat this dragon?
Echo Clan.
Nope.
I plan on defeating him with this large hammer
If I had a
and
hammer,
more lightning.
I'd hammer in the evening.
Everything would look like a nail.
I'll pull out
There
my
once was a
crossbow,
little
make sure
goat.
it's all loaded, and be like, alright then.
I guess the key thing is either we're going to go down there and tell them what our demands are, or we're just going to go down there and attack one of them. I don't really see any other options other than going down that hole and leaving. Which wasn't supposed
that's
to
a great
exist
plan.
to start with.
There once was a loony old goat who wanted to sail on a boat across the seven seas with a crew of trained fleas while wearing a long captain's coat. Can I want to give bardic inspiration to my goblins. Can I do that?
One.
Technically one.
One.
You're not
Aren't.
powerful enough to freaking do it to all of
Okay,
them.
the one that goes next or whatever.
You could use
But-
the Star Wars minion rule on him.
I could.
One.
Give me a perform check. DC 25.
You can do it. Inspire yourself first.
You said it perform, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give
It
yourself
works
mark
last
inspiration and then
Just roll high.
Well, I got a +8, so let's see.
Right.
you can do it. 20.
You roll a natural 20?
11
Total?
Oh, okay.
total.
That's a jump.
Just with
I
a
did-
+8. That didn't work.
But while she's
One of your goblins,
Huh?
the closest goblin has got a. Got it, but the rest of them didn't quite.
Okay. Works for me.
So, Lolly, you should tell your horde of goblins to attack the white dragon, and then we'll come running in behind them.
With a shovel.
Okay,
No, I
my
can
lovely.
lead them into the charge.
Or, yes, that too, but make sure they
Oh.
only attack the white one.
Down with Whitey.
Okay.
Are
Everybody
we in
listen.
agreement?
All my little goblins, the chief is speaking. I need
Chief.
you to
Chief.
I need you to attack. We're going to attack the white dragon. Just the white one. Jake's gonna lead you in there and attack.
Okay. But, boss, why?
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
It's
Is
a
there a
dragon.
reason why we shouldn't? Hmm.
I don't know. Their logic was pretty
What?
good right there.
It's true.
I would even say dead on.
Whenever you're ready, they will follow you. I'm gonna stand right here.
Like a real chief.
I started running towards the white dragon then.
I'll lumber in amongst all the wee ones and find my way to
If they go.
spot where I can see from a distance. I do want to make it clear that I have a 300-foot range with my Eldritch Blast.
Oh.
So
Right.
I can
You're
be
fine. You're
pretty-
fine from right there.
That's great. I can even stand in the doorway and just lean over if I need to.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm 25%
shots
black.
at the
I got
dragon.
300 feet of
If I-
reach.
If I could interrupt us real quick, Kevin just fucking
Kevin.
showed up. Kevin, what's up, my
Who?
friend? Kevin,
Oh,
social
the
assassin,
wanker?
the wanker.
Oh my god. Kevin.
Good
I
to see
miss
you. Kevin, just to catch you up, we're attacking 2 dragons that are fighting each other with an army of goblins, and we're the good guys. Yeah, that's a good enough summary. Let's move on.
after the goblins have asked why.
Not necessarily the smart guys, but
Yeah, the goblins asked why. My answer would have been, because your chief said so, and you really want to impress her.
Yeah, you did. Well, you should have said that.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect place for that, Chris.
I don't know that we've ever used it, but yes.
Can I change the names at the bottom and instead of barbarian, just put Jaith in front of Fred's face?
Yes.
boom, boom.
So Jace begins running forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Whether the goblins come or not.
They will.
I will follow 20 feet behind him or so that I'm still.
So about around. Okay, you're about a round behind him. Well,
Sure.
you're not around. You're just at the end of the round behind him.
Yeah.
Jace begins running.
And when I get within 60 feet, I will cast a spell. I don't know if you're going to go into initiative or whatever.
No, they're not doing anything yet. You're moving into contact. Friggin' Chris has began moving into contact. Friggin' Travis, do you blast while he's on the move? What do you do?
Hell no, I'm
Or
holding
are you waiting
back.
until he's actually?
I totally want them distracted by everything else before I fire magical death energy, because I don't need them to fucking see me. Ever.
And Lolly?
Yeah. Oh, I'm staying near the doorway. I'm out of the way.
Okay. You're
I wanna
you're
be
right
able to
inside
see
and
him.
past so that the goblins can now. Are they all? No, keep in mind the goblins are pretty much single, double file right inside the doorway at this point. So that's where they're at.
I'm gonna be to the side so they can
Okay.
get through.
Are you gonna be like one of those people at the top of the water slide? Just be like, stop and go, and go,
There
and go.
That's what my son's doing for a job right now.
Okay, so Chris has began running. Travis is on one side of the doorway, and freaking Chris is on the other side of the doorway. I'm sorry, Grohl and freaking Lolly are on one side of the doorway.
Grohl.
And
Grohl.
then getting ready. Grohl.
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 Grow.
Grohl.
Yeah, one of them.
Grohl.
Uh,
Go on.
Um,
We're boring, Chris.
No, I just should have taken a nap.
You can nap if you want to.
and they're moving. The dragons are kind of you've stopped hearing the slap fight going on because there's the sounds of coconuts across coins as a Rocairn is running across coins, making its way to the dragons. Going, huh? What's that sound?
oh, they're going to hear a sound.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's funny.
Very good.
You don't see the goblins moving yet, Lolly.
Somebody's
I don't
breathing
see
into
them
their
moving.
Yeah, they haven't moved past you yet.
Gonna push. Go. Go. Go.
Huh? What? Oh,
Storm-
yeah, you
storm's
first.
coming.
As they're t-
Chris, your mic breathing. It is set up for.
So they're not going in.
well, they weren't going in until they saw you kind of direct them.
Okay.
Where you were standing out there, yeah, you weren't actually looking at them and directing, so they're like,
Yeah, I guess okay.
I'll wait.
Fine.
I'll wait for
now they start moving.
And we're moving. And we're walking. And
Yep.
you're running.
You've actually got to air traffic. You realize you have to traffic control them.
And then next. Yes. Play next. Okay. They're going now.
They're going now. And they go. All right, everybody's moving. Freaking goblins. Rah! And they go.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Fuck this! What? Huh? Ah, damn it!
This is definitely one of those things. They don't seem to want to do this, but they're doing it because you're there. And
Of course they are.
And now there's enough people in front of them.
And yep. As they're moving across the thing, you can definitely see the ones that are kind of slowing down, moving forward. I don't want to be the first one there, but there is the dwarf in front of them. So, Jaith, you are close enough to get within 60 feet. Pierce, you are just behind him. You've closed the gap. You're within 10 feet of him. Goblins, they're not right behind you guys, but they're close enough. And initiative.
Probably not.
Oh, natural 20.
Same.
All right.
So 20,
24.
Oh, shit, the goblins got a natural 20 as well.
20 for me. I'm sorry, 21 with
I got a
mods.
natural 1.
Look at that intelligent, smart leader holding her action till after everybody else goes. John, what'd you say?
16.
You got it,
All
Aaron?
right. Say again?
You got it? Got everybody?
got it.
Okay.
Pierce.
I'm gonna shoot my crossbow.
All right, go for it. Who are you aiming at?
Rayleon, the white one.
Go for it.
Ooh, that is
He's aiming for the white Gwydion?
a 17. Does not. Great.
You see it hit him, it just doesn't do anything.
Right, it bounces off.
The goblins are still moving to contact. Rayleon turns towards you guys. A breath weapon goes off and does nothing. It just kind of freaking fogs.
Because he's a smoker.
Well, that's kind of the sound. You can tell that he has overused his weapon.
Indeed he has.
Mm-hmm.
I make cranky old people noises when I do that.
Yep. Yeah. Room fills with ice cold fog. Nobody is injured though. However, visibility is shut down.
Okay.
Fully obscured, or
No, just half the normal.
alright.
Goblins rush. They are all on the dragon. Travis.
I'm holding till after the dragon's attention is fully taken by the mob.
Okay. John.
I will continue to move forward, and then I will hit the white dragon with a shatter.
Okay.
It needs to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Now, is that a, that's a spell, or is it a to hit that you gotta do?
It's a spell, but it's an area effect. That's why he takes half damage even if he saves.
Okay.
So
It's not a targeted spell, it's just freaking, okay, it's on the area.
well, it's an area, but it's targeted, yes. You said
But
you
you're
have
not.
half
He wants
vision,
to make sure if
but
you're
I'm
rolling.
right up there on it now. What?
Yeah, it always hits. It's just a matter of how much it hits, because how much of the area the creature is affected by.
Right, I'm just wondering whether it's one of those things you have to target, you're like, oh, I can...
No.
Right. It's not like it's like a magic missile where...
Yeah, he's guaranteed to hit, just depending on their dex
Good to
saving
go.
throw, how much.
So it's 28 points of thunder damage or half.
Good to go.
And I continue to move up to engage it. I mean,
Perfect.
to hit.
You could probably find a ring in
Okay.
the treasure trove to help with that engaging thing.
Indeed.
Lolly?
Cock rings are funny.
They fit nicely on a dragon finger.
I'm not doing anything right now.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see what happens.
In that case, I'm going to say to her, so I was in this one small town, and I saw this backroom production of Deep Throat Dragon. It was okay. It was long and hot.
All right, end of the round. Anybody who has not gone may go now.
No, again, I'm going to wait till his attention is fully taken, so I am not doing anything this round.
Okay. The goblins have fully engaged on dragons. They don't follow instructions very well, and they don't understand the concept of white and really color.
They're colorblind.
Well, the ones that are attacking the other ones, I'll yell at them, this one. We'll see.
We'll see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Poor goblin.
Oh no, goblins.
Okay. Any last minute actions, or I'm switching to next round?
Next round.
Alrighty then. Chris.
I will try and shoot again.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Shoot it.
That is a oh crap. I moved plus 6. So an 18.
Yay.
Negative,
Blink.
but you do keep in mind you have advantage because allies are on target.
Oh right. Oh, that's a natural 20.
You hit it.
So 26.
Nice.
Natural 20 automatically hits.
1d6 plus 4
No.
2d6 plus
plus sneak attack.
There you go.
all your dice are doubled.
So that is 4.
Sneak attack?
And then sneak attack is what? 2d6?
What level are you?
4. No, it's just 1d6. Yeah, I'm level 4.
Should be
That's
2.
2.
Oh.
Oh no, you're right. It is. So
So you should be rolling 6.
4.
3.
6, 5. So 10, 29 plus 4, so 32.
Okay. The goblins have gone. Friggin' Gwydion has gone. Gwydion, when friggin' Rayleon friggin' turns because he took an arrow to the friggin' eye, or when Raelion took an arrow to the eye, his head pops up and Gwydion managed to onto the neck.
Hmm.
The goblins have surrounded him and are freaking down the dragon, down the dragon, down the dragon. Travis?
Now, with the fog, half visual range, correct? What kind of penalties does that give, if any?
It has started to fade at this point. You are able to see.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 1 as I cast my Eldritch Bolt across the area. So, you know, it's a 7, but it's still a natural 1.
Roll it again. Roll it again. Just roll better than a 5.
No.
You rolled less than a 5?
I did.
Oh, goodness.
I rolled a 3.
All right. You rolled a 3.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right. Andrea's 1. Friggin' you're 2. Chris is 3.
Well, Andrea's not
John
in front of
is
me.
4. Oh, good. Then it's going to be very hard to hit her. It swings wide. Friggin' you just miss completely.
Well, I'm gonna cover my thing. Did it go more towards Raelion or Gwydion? When it swung wide, basically, if it went towards the one we don't want to attack, I'm going to yell, "Don't attack the one I just fired near." If it went near the one we do want to attack, I want to yell at the goblins, "Attack the one I fired near." Basically, use my
You hit the wall. You went straight up.
Ah.
Don't hit that.
With a big whoops.
I will clear the fog. You guys fight. We'll just take it down the middle then.
I meant to do that. John.
I am going to use the hammer on the white dragon.
Okay.
And I will cast a spiritual weapon, so I'll hit him with more than one hammer, hopefully.
Okay.
Uh, 24, 25,
Both hit.
and 21.
Hits as well.
Yay.
I have to spend a charge. Marshall. Six is 20. 35 points total.
He looks really bad.
You should surrender.
He can't talk at the moment. He's got a dragon chomped onto his neck.
That's good. I'll cast freedom of movement on him so he can get free. No, I'm just joking. I will not.
Lolly, your turn.
I'm going to pick up coins near me. Because I know this is, yeah.
His end is near. Oh.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great.
Keep in mind, you still have a bonus action. You can inspire as you want.
Yeah, I don't
pick
have
up more coins.
Huh?
I only have like one left.
Oh, you reset when the game ended last week. So.
Oh, so I have 4 left. Okay, hold on. I have a thing. There was a young girl on a tower who looked just as fresh as a flower. Her hair was like silk, her skin smooth as milk, but her breath made the strongest knight cower. Bra has Spark inspiration now because he needs it.
Who does?
Bra, growl.
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 Bra.
Growl. What's so hard about Growl? Come on, guys. Growl.
No problem. All right. Any saved rounds? Anybody else got an action that they need to take? Nope. All right. Chris.
I'm going to fire again at the dragons. Oh, god damn it. That's a 15. That's not gonna hit.
You have advantage.
Oh, right. That's a 7 plus 6. That's a 15.
That's a 13, but okay.
13. Yes, I can count. I went the other way.
All right, no problem. The goblins don't do so well, but they are a distraction.
Alright, we're done with that die.
Gwydion is holding his grapple.
Yeah, he is.
Crippler, two-faced.
Travis.
Okay. I'm going to fire again towards the enemy dragon. Here we go. Wow, better than last time. I rolled a 2.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
That's a 9. So,
You have adjusted your arc. You no longer fired straight up. You fired at a 45-degree angle.
hell yeah, baby. Warning shot right across the
so
bow.
You have it. That's right.
Range me.
That's right.
Coins go everywhere.
Like a Mario game.
Right.
I-
That's right.
I hit a brick.
It's like
coins
Sonic
flip.
the Hedgehog when he like runs into something pointy and all the rings pop out.
There we go. Engage with that.
John.
I will activate another one of my bonus attacks and attempt to hit it. The white dragon, that is.
Mhm.
While he's rolling, Bardic Inspiration, I can roll a d6 and add it to a roll before if I'm told if it hits or misses, but after I roll, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm not adding it that
Before the
time.
resolution.
Yes, well, I'm not adding it that time.
19, 18, and 23.
The 23 hits.
All right. For 14 points of damage.
Raelion goes limp. And then you hear a crack of his neck as friggin' Gwydion shakes him like a rag doll.
Oh, good.
I turn towards the other dragon then. Not knowing
Lolly,
what's
what do you
gonna
do?
happen.
Pick up more coins. Put them in my pocket.
Anybody else doing anything?
Cause
I will
yeah.
hold my crossbow up in the air like a ceasefire towards the other dragon.
I'll turn to him and what is your intent?
The goblins scatter.
run.
Like, oh, yeah. Did you say that out loud, Lolly?
Yes.
All the ones in the all the ones that were there, gone like cockroaches.
Oh, nobody's got
The
my
body
back
drops. And there is
Mike hits the floor.
That's right. Rename that dragon
the
Mike
mic.
because the mic has been dropped.
there's a couple minutes of ensuring it's dead, and then the head is removed.
Oh,
It's a big head.
You gonna eat that?
I'm advancing towards him though, just so if he changes his mind, I can at least hit him a couple times.
Well, he looks like he's not in good condition, but he looks like he was in a hell of a lot better condition than
Well, yeah.
Raelion was. Yeah.
I still need to know what his intent
So
is.
fair
though.
condition, bit tattered at the
So.
corners and a couple wrinkles across the
Mhm.
cover.
Yep. He's eyeballing you guys.
Well,
Okay.
I feel the
Continue to
need.
move towards him.
I feel the need to use that bardic inspiration. So you let me know when it's my turn.
You guys are out of combat. Friggin' discuss as needed.
I will enter the room as Jaith approaches, and I will draw the dragon's attention. Well, perhaps I will. We'll see in a moment. As I
Hey,
use,
hey,
well, I'm going to
dragon.
perhaps be a little more gracious than that. Step forward and say, "Mighty Gwydion," throwing my arms wide. Can I use persuasion? "We were deceived to be used as a weapon against you. I hope that you see that we have rectified that horrible mistake and instead fought beside you as a friend, an ally, or at worst a subservient slave that is well fed and cared for the rest of their life. Really, it's up to you." You need a persuasion roll?
No. But you do realize that you said for the rest of your life, which may not have been the smartest way to phrase that.
Well, he's not the smartest.
Yeah, I'm not the bard.
Life over.
And that's his contract.
Lolly, your goblins are through, like they're jumping out of an airplane into the thing.
They got your back.
Way back.
Way back.
All of it.
Okay.
Gwydion seems to be eyeballing you, Groll. Trying to, he's occasionally kicking Raelion just because, like petty anger.
And if you're not going to do anything with that head, I'd love to get one of the teeth that remain. You know, souvenir, dagger handle, something, dagger blade.
He leans down towards you.
I'm like 300 feet away. Do you need me to come closer?
Well, he starts walking.
Oh.
He only needs 2 steps.
You wish to make things right?
I thought we already did. What's your definition of right? Because we know white ain't right. Crystal, my nizzle.
Bring his horde here.
His whore?
His horde.
He has a horde? Like a whole bunch of people that fight for him?
His
Okay.
treasure hoard.
Ah.
His
Oh.
treasure hoard.
You have that address? Or
What's
maybe
his
a
is
map?
mine.
Here?
What's
we will
his is
bring
mine.
you 90% of his horde. We will need some as we have to travel.
And buy wagons.
Expenses paid.
Did the shatter spell ring something loose in your head, dragon? Why do we do this? You'd tell us where it's at, and we would just. I mean, obviously, if I gave you my word, I would do it. But I'm not doing that yet. I mean, most people would just say, okay, we're going to go do it after you tell them where it's at, and never come back with it.
Are you most people?
I'm not, but yeah, somebody's probably over there putting coins in her mouth. I don't see the advantage of that bargain.
It binds you to me. I become your patron.
That's never going to happen. You're not Jonathan.
Oh.
So, again, you better think about something that's more, at least, enticing for all of us. Won't be bound to you.
What do you suggest?
Well, Probably a breath mint, but
We also really secured your lair a
Down
lot.
behind some treasure.
And
what is your intent for the surrounding area? How is that?
I've left them in peace for decades.
Well, then swear that you're going to do that for the rest of your existence.
To be fair, we did make it harder for all of them to get in here.
Yes, we sealed off most of this cave area,
Except maybe children in the woods. They deserve a lesson.
except for the goblins didn't tell us about this other area that they said they couldn't get up to. But that's neither here nor there.
It's over there.
No, it's not.
Let's see.
You've been around for decades. You have some semblance of intelligence. So,
And you're very pretty. I like how you sparkle.
you can either swear that you'll leave these people in peace, or we're just going to leave.
And never bother you again, to be clear.
And 10% of Raylion's horde if we bring back the other 90%.
Well, 10% of what we can carry.
Sure.
We're not making like 30 trips. I mean, that's just silly.
Well, depends. How big's this horde?
Well, you don't need the area that it's in, correct?
No, I don't need his territory.
You would just leave it there then.
I'm really curious how we
We'll
would
bring
carry
him
that.
shiny bits.
Is it in dwarven? Is it in an old dwarven stronghold?
No.
Then why don't you? And you know where it's at.
Absolutely.
Then why don't you just take your horde to it and occupy that?
I don't want his territory.
You don't want any territory, it appears. You just seem to want his horde.
Yes, I want his horde.
Seems reasonable.
Jake, that seems fair to me.
I haven't heard the promise about the whole leaving these people in peace for the rest of his existence.
What have I done to show that I'm not leaving them in peace?
Nothing. I just want your word that you will. If you're going to, then it wouldn't be a problem doing said. Correct?
He's right on that one, really. He's just asking.
Seems like an easy bargain if you're not going. If you're not going to do it anyway, then that's fine.
Don't you want to be their neighbor?
I already am their neighbor.
Do you like sweaters?
I'll make
For
you
moaners and screamers.
True story. Funny fucking dragon. Ooh. La-di-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yes.
I like pudding.
French fried taters.
I have no intention of starting aggression with my neighbors. That does not mean they will not begin to encroach upon my areas.
That's called defending yourself. And I'm not
Yes.
going to listen to the doublespeak like what the other dragon gave us. You can quite honestly swear that you're going to leave the rest of the people here in peace till the end of your existence and defend yourself if necessary. If you want to add that caveat to it. The rest of this is just bantering. And I'm willing to test my mettle to find out, if there's another outcome that we can come over this and just have both hordes then. I don't need it. Nor does Jonathan. But if you swear that you're going to leave these people in peace, I'm happy with that.
Why should I have to swear to do something that I've already been doing?
For the same reasons you want me to swear allegiance to you, as you said earlier.
Bipeds.
You know, an
What?
oath, a promise.
What are you speaking of?
You said be his patron.
Well,
he's
should
really-
be my patron.
A patron does not require an oath of allegiance.
Well, perhaps for you, but not for us, or me, anyway. Well, let me ask you this then. Why are you not willing to swear an oath to do so? What's the issue? So we can come to some agreement.
Situations change. You will be here, what, 100, 200 years? I've been here thousands.
Again, then so it shouldn't matter that you swear that to me, because then I'll be gone.
You said,
Or how about to the end of my existence? How's that? And then you could probably kill me and just put an end to the oath.
I could just kill you now.
Well, so did, and I look over at the beheaded thing over there, and that's what it said too.
The moral of the story: don't taunt a dragon.
You brought it into my home.
Well, again,
No,
I
we
just
didn't.
need you
It followed us.
word. Given you many options, and you haven't given me any yet, other than go get this horde and bring it back to me.
You could just leave.
But that's fine with
Hey.
me too. So,
But I'm
Lolly out.
knowing where this horde is.
well, I don't speak for all of us. I'm telling you what I want. So, and my friend here wants 10%.
Of his horde, not your horde.
I understand.
Your friend
You-
wishes to negotiate. Your
Good.
friend is smart.
Oh.
And I'm stubborn.
I've lived a long time selling wares because of that. Negotiating. So, Mr. Gwydion, sir, if we retrieve 90% of his horde for you,
Deliver.
delivered,
Deliver.
Deliver 90%.
His liver, yes.
Of what we can carry.
Not retrieve. Deliver.
Yeah, if part of his hoard is like huge gold statues, I'm not carrying them. Just saying.
You can use part of his hoard to pay for people to do that.
Well- yes.
It's a cost.
Great. Girls
Melt
delivery
the
service.
statues down. Is this adequate? Good sir.
Can you shapeshift?
That is a capability we possess, yes.
So if I like wanted to go out and have a ale with you or something, we could toast each other's health, be friends. You could buy if you want,
Possibly.
because apparently you're loaded.
I'm gonna sneak off to my little goblins because they have food and party.
Lolly is out of here.
She's
Fade
Homer
into
Simpson in the
the
bushes.
20 minutes later, we just hear from the hallway.
Yes.
They're at it again.
I mean, their fearsome leader took them into battle against a dragon, and they all survived.
Two dragons.
Two dragons. Okay, so do we have an accord, as people say? Mr. Dragon. Oh, jeez. You know, my species doesn't live this long. You really need to make a decision quicker than this.
How about this?
Sounds great.
I will fund the protection of the surrounding area.
Wow.
All right, Pierce.
If we return 90% of his hoard?
That we can carry.
Yeah, but
No, all of it.
And I will pay you a stipend
Oh.
that I assure you will be agreeable. Including a tithe to your Jonath.
Mm.
Jonathan.
Whatever.
Like.
You know, my rogue-haired friend, the details are all there. It's just it's spelled slightly differently.
Yeah.
I know the rogue-haired
Whatever.
The
like it.
territory will be under my protection.
Oh. Rawr.
I think the point of contention is the 10%. I'm agreeable to the rest of what you said.
You will Jonathan will get his tithe. You will be paid.
He doesn't want
And
to
you
give
will be happy.
Or else.
10,
Whatever.
10%. You don't know what's there. You may not be happy with 10%.
That's an agreement. If that's what we agree to, that's what we'll, even if we're not happy with it.
I'm happy.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
Your smoke is bothering him.
It's the fall.
But you weren't worried about the money anyway. But your other friend, the greedy one, I will ensure that he is happy with his reward.
Yeah, he is.
I'll take it.
If you are agreeable with the terms of protection and tithing, and he is agreeable to the terms of payment,
No,
do we have an accord?
Nice card.
You do with me.
I'm good.
I will agree to these terms.
Little green man?
Me? Or
Large
you.
green
Littler
man.
green men. Yeah, I'm good with that, yo.
He reaches down into the gold, pulls out a sheet of paper, it's obviously blank, and then taps it. It begins to glow.
We tap that.
You. Points at Grohl. You hold this.
Okay. I'll hold it. I'll look at it.
It's a map.
Oh, hey, we got a bet, guys.
Says you are here, it is there.
Go.
Yeah.
Enjoy your opportunity of a lifetime.
You don't mind if I go and get his request, do you? I point to the head on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Get a good one.
Don't even.
All right. I rip out a couple of teeth. Bah! Because we have, in case somebody else wants one.
Yeah, I'll take a dragon tooth or two.
Sounds great.
I
Alright.
head
Does
towards
anybody-
the crack in the wall.
Yep.
Too bad we don't have
Make your way back to the
Are we
goblin
allowed
party.
to excavate, or are you going to clear up that hole right there?
You guys got to get back here and drop off the gold. So
I'm actually talking to him. Are you going to clear that hole out by the time we get back? You don't want us trying to clear that through a goblin crack.
Yeah.
So we can get it here easy.
So, yeah, do you want us to come in the front door, or do you want us to use your crack in the back?
And I can seal that if you wish.
Use your minions and develop something better.
You guys are like the most aggressive people who ever agreed. Ever.
We'll figure out a way to get it back here. Thank you, Mr. Gideon, sir. And I will start walking backwards, doing the finger guns.
As he disappears into the remnants of the fog.
All right, it's
I tossed you a
7:20.
tooth on the way.
Does anybody need a 10-minute break or bathroom or drink or whatever?
I'm good for the
I will
moment.
need to go at least turn off the front sign.
Very good.
That won't take too long.
Very good.
Yeah, I could use a shorty.
Very good. I will talk to our viewers here, whoever is still remaining.
Woohoo!
Appreciate you guys hanging out. It's do we still have Kevin? Oh, there's
Still here,
Kevin. Kevin and Gary are still here. We have
Are
lost
you going to be on tomorrow, Kevin? Will we see your lovely face? Or at least your forehead?
True story. It's,
Yeah.
You know, I might as well take advantage of this. I'll be right back. It's see, I didn't want to cut that role play short because I want that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
But
But he's got to pee.
well, we did lose people, so I'm torn on that. On the other hand, I don't want to cut it out. Why do I have this as music and performing arts? That is not what this
Well, we
is.
are
Interpreted
performing
that.
arts.
Lolly is a performing artist.
She is.
She is.
Okay, I'll be right back. You guys keep talking to our viewer.
Hi, viewer.
That's Kevin.
I should turn Twitch back on. So I can see. There we go. Whose number? I guess I missed something. Oh my goodness. I just turned the chat back on. So you're going to be there, Mark Evan? That'd be awesome. Where's all of our people?
No one knows.
Estelle says Tattoo Adventure online. Crazy. Yay, internet's fixed. Good. Cool.
Okay.
He's back.
Oh, is your
Oh,
internet is fixed? Yay!
partying with the goblins. Yeah, I'm the chief. Because my interpretive dance game is strong.
It is. And I did, hey, Aiden, how are you? You just missed Jaith going nose to nose with a dragon.
With the dragon.
And a conversation over money and protection.
And Pierce giving the finger guns as he backs away.
True story, yo. It's,
Yo.
He even blurred when he got into the background. That was great.
Yeah, like he was fading into the fog.
Yeah, that was funny.
yep, we faced down 2 dragons. Well, they faced each other down and we showed up at the
Bullet.
end. What, Andrea?
Are you drinking bull Kool-Aid, Chris?
Nope, I'm drinking more of Gatorade, whose flavor is blue.
Which always reminds me of season 1 of The Simpsons when the bully says, "Shut up, you birds! You'll be drinking all your food through a straw."
Listen.
I asked them what flavor Slurpee they have. It's blue.
Blue Monster.
Do dragons do claw guns? I would think so. Better when they do devil horns, though.
You know, it's crossbows. Crossbows.
Literally, hand crossbows.
Hand crossbow fingers.
Oh, yeah. Nailed it. There we go. Okay. Oh, I guess
I was
we're all
gonna
back.
go grab a megalodon tooth and say, "Here's your dragon's tooth."
Now, actually, I'm curious about the dragon tooth. Are they long and pointy enough to make into, like, a dagger? To put a handle on it and make it into a dagger?
You have to make it smaller, probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, depending on which one you grabbed, it would probably be...
Like maybe a canine or something?
No, okay, so...
I take out its 87th molar.
Size
side.
or...
And
You're like that kid in India. Oof.
No, I figured they're probably about...
Okay. Okay.
The ones you were able to yank out.
15, 18
What about
inches?
you?
Okay. Make
yeah,
a short
some are
sword or
pretty
something.
loose. You know.
Yeah, make a short sword out of it
Got
or
its
something.
head ripped.
Yeah, you could make a short sword
Okay.
or a dagger.
I can make a blade out of it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do that then.
Sweet.
Good luck,
Everybody
Aiden.
gets it.
you gotta scrape off, the pieces of children that stuck to it.
Leave that as a deterrent for other children.
That's Bobby right there.
There we
That
go.
little piece. There's Kim.
So, shall we fast forward to after the goblin rave to where we are sitting around the table staring at the map?
Yes.
Okay, guys. So here's what I was saying. I don't want to make 20 trips to transport all the horde. I say we get what we can get in one trip. I'm not going to take the rest of it anyway. Maybe what I can carry, some nice gems, a few cool things. You notice how the dragon tooth is going to go great with my motif here? I've really worked hard on this look.
Everybody else notices that the paper is blank. Except for you, Grawl.
I said nothing. I said nothing.
So we can agree to go over here to the here from here, and yeah, so we're good, right?
Lolly, definitely a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah. There's nothing there, bro.
Nope, it's right there.
There's a snowstorm.
There's a mountain. There's a little sign that says, "Here be dragon." Oh, wait, that's got a little line through it. No more dragon there, my bad. Oh, that's funny, Kevin. Kevin says upper 60... Dragon Den is hard job, but the money is great. Upper 64, 65, 67, impacted 67, 68, impaled dwarf.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Good thing you only got real Karens.
Well, who's following? P8 Blue. Pate Blue. How are you? Here's to you joining the tavern for stealing for survival.
Pierce, definitely blank sheet of paper.
Well, if we get a couple of wagons,
Yeah.
we can at least, if we get 2 wagons,
Yeah.
we can at least fill 2 wagons full, and then we can say that's what was there. Even though knowing as it's an ancient dragon is why I was trying to get 10%.
Well, this one's pretty...
What in your right mind makes you believe that if you don't bring back all of it, he's going to let you leave?
We don't even know where it is. This thing is blank.
No, it's magic. I can see it. My warlocky skills.
Here.
What?
Have one of your goblins bring us a piece of parchment, please. Well, actually, I'll grab one out of my pack. Here, draw it on this. Copy it,
Okay,
please.
I'll copy it. and I'll hold it up for him.
It's obviously not a rope Karen.
He spit the Gatorade.
If you make it more than about 85% accurate, it catches on fire.
Oh.
The copies.
Well, let's make a semi-accurate. Draw like the first half, and once we get past it on the second piece, draw the second half. And I love the idea.
Because if he doesn't make it, then we don't even have a map.
That's true. It's wait a minute, what?
It's important that you stay alive, because if not, we don't have a way to find it.
I agree with you. My reason is slightly different. But I agree with at least the first half of the statement.
Well, the goblins can tell you it in 500 different ways if you wish.
See,
But
I'd like to discuss the.
hold it up to a mirror. I don't know.
I'd like to discuss the
None
whole.
of us can see what's on it.
Can any of you read magic?
If I cast a spell, yes.
I'm
Perhaps
just
that.
wondering if there's no goblins there. I need more.
But yeah, I can draw like part of the map. Even if the whole map, but not fill in all the details, just enough
How
that.
far away is it from here?
This far.
Oh, less than a week.
Okay, guys, here's my issue. We get a couple wagons, that's great. But perhaps recruiting some of the gnomes to help, since let's let him meet his neighbors. And also, I don't want to take 2 wagons full of treasure through a desolate landscape full of raiders, looters, killers, murderers, and children.
We'll take 50 wagons, half full.
So we disguise the wagon to look like it's full of other things, not loot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because ice cream's not going to get the children to come to the wagon.
Will you stop it with the children?
Or
What is wrong with you?
candy.
Hey,
You
Milkshake's
said
not going to get the
children.
boys to come to the yard.
Right.
And instead of
The issue is if we don't bring him everything, I don't think he's going to be agreeable to that. Like, only bring part of it and just tell him, well.
you think he's been there and counted it?
Yes.
Could be.
It's possible.
Well, I feel like dragons hold grudges, so if he does happen to go look and realize that we left stuff, he's going to hunt us down. And I have lived a long time by not pissing off people.
Well, let's
Well, he's
go
pretty
there.
interesting.
Or killing
Okay.
them,
Just go down
whichever
there
comes
and
first.
finish him off then.
Let's go there with 2 wagons, and then see how much we can get into it. Because it might be. I would guess. I'm no expert on dragon. These are honestly the first 2 I've met. I know, surprise, guys, but hold on, let me finish. First dragons I've ever met, and I would think the white one that's now dead, that I have this really cool short sword from. Yeah, he maybe is a bit younger. That's why he was trying to trick and kill the older one instead of outright kill him. And also, the older one is a little more chill, laid back. Not as chill as the white
Yeah,
dragon,
tougher.
because frost breath.
Well, the other one could have died just as much.
Yeah, it's
That's just me. The he gave us no time constraints on doing this anyway, so
well, they live a long
I
time.
thought it was your issue that you don't want to keep on going back and forth. Well, we might.
We've already
See that.
spent like 6 weeks closing up holes in the damn mountain. What's another 6 weeks slowly transporting treasure?
Or 6 years.
I got time.
Hmm.
Based on what he has in his hoard, how long do you think it? I mean, just guesstimate. How long do you think it would take us to move his hoard back size wise?
Hmm.
Aaron.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were asking me or him, or
It's an Aaron.
if you were going to caravan it back and forth, assuming a friggin'
How many-
7-day trip.
How many wagon loads? Do it that way.
Oh, 30.
So maybe 15 wagon loads back and forth. If we do
Like,
2 wagons
What
at a...
if we got a bunch of wagons and filled them with got barrels and fill the barrels with the treasure and close it up so it's all nice and hidden in barrels. We're just transporting ale.
That's not valuable.
That's where I'm saying about 30.
Okay.
Okay, goblins, how many wagons do you have? We need wagons.
Goblins? They have none.
Well, there's probably some
They're
in
going
the
to the gnomes to get them.
there's probably some in the dwarven stronghold, and then some at the gnomes. I hope they're not teeny little fucking gnome wagons. God damn it.
Those are called skates.
Wheelbarrows.
Well, the logistics we'll figure out.
Okay. So should we start with 2? Because, again, I don't think we can guard 15 at a time.
Let's start with 2 so we can see what we're working with.
If we have a goblin army with us, we can.
I don't know how... I mean, yeah, we could try the goblin army. I just don't know how well it's going to work with, like, okay, 300 goblins walk a week with us this direction. We'll end up with 7 left, all of them with their finger in their nose. I mean, beside their nose.
You only have to repeat yourself 300 times every time.
That's why I say perhaps the gnomes. They're a little more treasure-driven anyway, and the dragon's pretty, and they like gems. Gnomes like gems.
Yeah, but are you
Well,
going
he said
to
he was
keep
going
the
to-
gems?
He said he was going to pay them for
He
the
did.
transport.
He
So
did.
let's go talk to the gnomes after we're done party.
Go.
2 wagons and however many barrels will fill up 2 wagons.
Assume
I'd like to
8
take
10.
5 wagons and make 3 trips. How's that?
How about we see how
Maybe
much...
it's less. After we get there with the first 5, then
Well, yes, but there's only 4 of us. Who's going to drive the 5th wagon?
the gnomes, we are allowed to hire them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but why would we want to hire, let gnomes see all the treasure?
Because he's going to be protecting them.
Right. He did say that. He also said he'd pay
Are
them
you
for
worried
their...
that they're going to take
Steal
it?
our treasure.
They're this big. We can step on them. It's okay.
Even a gnome isn't dumb enough that if we tell them that this is the dragon's treasure, if they take it, he's going to not be too friendly towards them. They might think otherwise. Or not. And if they steal it, we haven't violated our agreement.
Yeah.
So they stole it from him.
I would just rather trust the gnomes and let them skim a bit off top than go with just us and have us killed by, I don't know,
Whatever.
barbarian horde or, a bunch of dirty,
And the
stinking
gnomes know
orcs,
the
my
area.
family.
It's not like they're stealing from us. Well,
They could be
unless-
stealing from us.
unless you have other plans, which I'm not aware of.
I don't know. Over those 6 weeks, I've been secretly beating up gnomes left and right. So.
Well, here's your chance to keep up your...
They gave me bad information.
My vote is to get 5 wagons, get there, and find out what's going on.
Okay.
We can strap a wagon to the back of another wagon if that's your issue. You don't have to drive it.
You make double-decker
Don't we need
wagons.
horses?
No, you just have a never
Oh.
mind a leader on the back of the other horse, but for the puller.
What were you saying, Andrea?
Don't we need horses with these things, and we got to feed them and water them and...
Pet them.
That's the thing about a wagon. Yes, we'll need mules or oxen or whatever they have.
Let's talk.
How much coinage did I manage to steal while I was standing there pilfering?
Okay. A roll of quarters. Okay.
Hold on. You let him
No, no, no,
finish.
I'm just
That's it.
wait,
Got to roll of quarters.
no, no.
One roll of
No. A roll of quarters, okay? That's 40 quarters is $10, right? That's the size that it physically takes up that's 40 gold pieces
Or platinum.
as a rough platinum, all right? Think about how many of those that you can fit in a cargo pocket on a pair of pants. That's how many of those that you fit in. So call it 20 rolls of quarters. That's how many you each
And
were
he's
able to
limping.
grab.
Jesus.
800
Dragging
platinum.
that leg.
You got 800 platinum.
That's 2,000 gold.
There you go.
Great.
I got this many of that.
I think Lolly and damn it, Chris, please, your name one more time. I'm sorry.
Pierce.
Pierce, thank you.
Your heart.
Pierce and Lolly got that much. I got a couple of gems.
Well, no, and this is, you got 2,000 gold worth of gems, platinum, and gold in various denominations.
All right.
Okay. Now, this will, I am assuming, going to fund this next stage of everything.
You assume wrong, probably.
Well,
These people.
It'll pay for my drinking for the night.
well, it also has to pay for the upkeep of your goblins and whatnot if you decide to take them with you, or your gnomes if you decide to take them with you.
I don't think
Because
we should
gnomes ain't
mix
free.
and, yeah, I don't think we should mix and match gnomes and goblins.
Like, well,
Hey, this is up to you. You guys got to figure out your plan.
No, I'm keeping my goblins in their home because they fought the dragon. They're okay.
bag of cats, do you want a herd?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's bag or a goblin bag?
We're not herding my cats.
I haven't seen Goblin all night, speaking of cats. he apparently heard dragon and went into a different room somewhere. Okay, so shall we go visit us some gnomes? And I will give them a rough map so they have an idea of where we're going and coming to. And
Like, follow us.
then they can fill in the rest of the details as we go.
Goblin Queen, you might want to start telling your followers to start coming up with a way to move transport treasure between point A and point forward.
Well, also, it could be their job to clear that front doorway while we're gone.
But I think he wanted them to use
The bat.
specifically the goblins to do it. So I don't know. It was kind of ambiguous what he said.
Clear the front door. It's a bigger path to bring a wagon up.
It's true.
Well, we'll let them carry it up when we get back.
Okay.
They could do the pass.
Yeah, well, they can work on it while we're 2
Yeah,
weeks
clear
out.
this area.
Yeah, we have a week there and a week back. Let's go get some
2
gnomes.
weeks for them to.
And maybe we should make them Jaith should make them a bunch of food when we leave. Be
I
like,
will.
Tofu for
yeah,
everyone.
You love your chief has given you food. Haha.
Nutritious.
Hmm.
And copper coins for everybody.
They don't need that.
Okay, never mind.
With Pierce here, I would imagine if he would have got the 10%, he would go, oh, and that's by volume, so my 10% is just coins and platinum and the expensive stuff, and here's the rest. But we didn't get to that.
Well, thank goodness. Okay. Oh wait,
Gnome Town.
Kevin
Back to the
does.
gnomes.
Kevin suggested 15 minutes ago. One wagon gives you a chance to take enough loot to hire more vehicles and porters. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, to the gnomes.
To the gnomes.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Who wants to
Okay.
claim the gnomes? Not it.
Do what to the gnomes?
Should be a gnome queen and a goblin queen.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Just don't let Jareth hear about it.
You guys are easily enough able to go out the south entrance of the Dwarven Stronghold, straight to the gnomes.
What's up, my gnomies?
Do any of them particularly shy away from Pierce?
I should.
None of them saw. It was all at night.
Oh,
From behind.
I'm a shadow.
they have dark vision. Oh.
No. We can't go further.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Nope, there he is.
The magic of Skype.
They do have a Teamsters union.
Of course.
Of course.
Well, that's great.
Or you can attempt to hire people, scabs, if you
Don't
would so
pick 'em.
desire.
You can pick the scabs.
No, I think the union is fine. Keep it simple. Keep it all in one place. They have resources. Find more people if the others get eaten.
So we need
Uh,
what?
what-
4 card, 5. Are we doing 4 or 5 cards?
Yes.
So what do you want us to do? Friggin', what are we doing? We picking up? We delivering? We driving something out there? What are we doing, man?
We're going and picking up, bringing it back, dropping off, and then we might have another 1, maybe 2 or 7 trips. But
Okay. I mean, what are we buying? Friggin' up ale? What, liquid? Solid? Friggin', what kind of weight are we doing? We gotta get the right kind of cart.
solid.
We need
heavy.
barrels.
Metals.
Heavy?
Barrels.
Scrap metal. Heavy
Metals.
scrap metal.
Oh, okay. Well, like ore?
Yeah. Like
Yes.
Okay.
or
No
not.
problem. Look, man, I don't need the law on my case.
Oh,
And barrels.
to put the scrap.
The law would be the least of your concerns, sir.
Yeah, we're in a lawless
You
land.
fought the law. For the law won.
For a bit of humor, why don't you show them where we're going, sir?
Okay, which map? The one I drew for you or the other one?
I like the one with the cheeks. Really?
Oh, we're going to the devil's butthole. Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of buttholes, there's one.
Ah!
It's a happy one, though.
You can tell by the way it
So,
grins.
now, do you want us to meet you up there, or are we traveling together? Are you providing security? Do I need to provide my own? What's the deal?
We're
We will travel with you and provide security.
Though you could bring some extra.
Indeed.
Pierce is a security expert.
Oh, I'll let him handle this. Pierce, I step back and bow to your incredible knowledge, wisdom, experience, and bullshit.
Professional bullshit artist. Did you bullshit today?
And
Did you bullshit
everything,
yesterday?
good sir. We would like 2 extra, 4 extra security with ourselves. No. 4 is fine. You want 20 extra security? That's a lot of people.
Just to keep watch at night.
It's on their tab.
Think
This
about
is
it.
a bigger caravan than it needs to be.
I'm just saying 4
Don't
people
listen
per
to-
wagon is not unreasonable for something like this.
I mean, how many wagons do you need, guys?
5.
You need 5 wagons. Okay.
Correct.
All right. And freaking, how soon do we want to get there?
Today.
Well, that's not possible. I
We're
mean,
gonna leave in the morning.
Yes. Leaving in the morning. It's about a week's travel.
wow, shoot, it's a week's travel
It's
if you
a week's
freaking.
travel there and back.
Well, if you try to do it freaking in like
Out of
only during the
character,
days, but I
Is
mean, we
it-
can freaking double up freaking drivers. We can triple up drivers. We can get there in about 4 days if you really want to. I mean, it'll cost you a little bit extra.
Can you triple up
Ah.
horses, though? You can't put the horses on the back of the wagon and pull them along.
Sure you
Can't
can.
get to sleep.
Sure you can, because if you're not freaking using the horses to actually freaking drag the wagons, they're just walking. But I can
Could
call
be-
ahead and freaking have fresh horses ready for us. There's towns in between here and there.
Oh.
Yep.
Pierce,
That
what do you
works.
think?
I think that sounds great. Give me a rough number of what it's going to cost us.
I mean, you're looking at. I mean, do you want it cheap? Do you want it fast? Do you want it good? You can
Good.
pick two.
I'd go with fast and good.
Fast and good.
Fast and good. With 5 wagons, we're talking about 300 gold.
Okay.
Oh.
And if I mean, you want it quiet.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
that
Here's
would.
an extra 100 to keep it quiet.
Oh, okay.
And I'll give him it in platinum.
I'll give a portion also.
It's a pleasure doing business with you. We ready to go at daybreak?
Or at least I'll reimburse
Fantastic.
Pierce. I'll reimburse my 20% to Pierce. Wait, 25%, sorry. I'm a warlock, not an accountant.
When do you plan on telling the residents about the dragon and how it's going to protect them?
I think now's good.
You can do that. That's your area of expertise. I'm just the guy who can get things.
We might be willing to give you to this at a cheaper price too. Possibly. Who's the leader of the town?
Huh?
Who's in charge?
No, we don't do that.
Who's the head guildsman?
Oh, that's too many problems.
If somebody wanted to talk to the most amount of people at one time, how would we go about it?
You yell fire in the theater.
You have a theater?
Yeah, of course we have a theater. What? This isn't a backwoods friggin' place like friggin' New Dunstan.
Lolly told
There
me.
is no New Dunstan.
Yeah, we heard.
Lolly told me the whole world is her theater.
It is.
The dragon's willing to start protecting this area. So,
The dragon's always protected this area. Who screws with us?
well, he's going to fortify the area or make it more protected. How's that? Another dragon attempted to come in and take over.
That would be a bad idea.
Well, we're doing a
It
job.
almost did.
Oh.
We're doing a job for Gwydion. That's who's
Oh.
funding
Now
us.
we're ensuring that doesn't happen again. So we want to get the word to your fellow
Nomies.
residents of this wonderful town about that.
Oh, okay, I can put some feelers out. Talk to some folks.
And I'll
I mean, for a nominal fee.
pull the group over to the side. When are we going to tell them what we're transporting? Should we tell them now or never?
Never.
Well, I
Never.
think they're going to see it
Are
when we
we
load
going
it.
to be porting it all and putting it in barrels? Is that going to be us?
Tell them now.
Yes.
Be up front. Gnomes
We
aren't
need
necessarily
people
any more.
that keep it quiet. They'll be reimbursed.
They might
Well, you already
understand.
paid them 100 gold to keep it a secret.
They might understand the importance of what we're doing if we tell them what we're doing.
Why don't you want us to tell them?
Because the more people that know about it, the more likely we are to be attacked.
Why
You
say let's
can't-
tell them about it?
One person can keep a secret, two can't.
I don't see us loading up 5 wagons full of treasure with just us and the other gnomes that are with us not knowing about it.
Hmm.
I don't
We
see
can
us
tell them.
hiding that.
We can tell them when we get there. And if they don't agree to keep it quiet, they just don't come back.
That's not a great plan.
I
That's
wasn't going
plan.
that far.
I disagree. That
I'm
is a
not
great plan.
necessarily opposed to it.
Except for we don't have anybody to bring the wagons back or any of the things that we hired them for.
Well, I'm sure after the first one disagrees with keeping it a secret, the rest will comply.
You only
They
have to
got
kill
them,
2.
Mark.
Once to show you're willing, and once to show you're willing again.
First of all, we'd have to know that they weren't keeping it secret, and they would never mind.
Like, we're watching you.
Great. I will go back to our gnomish friend.
Well, he's right here. Well, right over there.
Well,
But
yes,
Yeah,
but we
sure.
step to the side. I will
Okay.
go back over to him and tell him that we are in fact transporting the hoard of treasure of the dragon that just attacked Gwydion back to him.
That seems like a bad idea.
Why?
Moving treasure?
Yeah.
Seems like you invited a bunch of attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, which is
That's-
why we need to
that's
keep
why
it
we're
quiet
hiring
and
you.
why
Then
we
why'd you
asked
tell
to
me?
hire so many people.
But
You
then I
charge
know
them
about
more.
it.
gold to keep it a secret.
Then why would you tell me?
Because you're gonna see it when you help us load
Because
the
eventually
wagons.
you have to tell somebody.
Huh? Okay.
That's what I said, but nobody listens to the merchant.
What?
Okay.
Then what did he pay you for? To keep what's a secret?
Well, I assumed you just didn't want anybody to know you were transporting friggin' drugs or friggin', I don't know, beer or something
What
heavy.
difference
Or...
does it make what the thing is?
That's why! I don't care what it is.
Good.
Now I
He's not one
know.
with us.
And I'm going to tell my wife when I get drunk, and she's going to tell her sister, and her sister's blabbermouth, and everybody in the village is going to know.
Let me explain something to you then. We're going to let the dragon know that you are the gnomes that helped us with it, and you specifically.
What?
So, if you now determine that you're
Anything
going to
happens to
go ahead
us.
and loosen your tongue, fine. It will rest upon you.
Huh?
I mean, how
What?
vindictive can a dragon be, right?
Extremely!
Then you should keep your mouth shut.
I was going to keep my mouth shut anyway. I didn't need to know it.
Great.
We're at an accord.
So we'll leave in the morning.
We're going to do that anyway.
What?
Huh?
What?
Nope.
I'll see
Use
you.
the extra 100 to
No,
make sure
he has
things
incentives.
stay on the down low, because we will need help loading treasure when we arrive.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I
I'm going back to the dragon and telling him right now that the gnomes are helping us.
What?
Don't pay him any more money. That's extortion.
Yes.
I don't think you know what extortion means.
And
I don't think you know how stubborn dwarves are. I'll see you in the morning. I head off back towards the...
Kevin
Dragon.
pointed something out that we kind of already pointed out in a roundabout way. He says, point out to the gnomes that although it's dangerous, they stand to reap greater rewards from the dragon's protection. Breaking the secret costs them their families' lives to dragon wrath. Yeah. I
Ah.
think
Oh, no,
we-
he understands that.
Yeah.
I'm going to change your name to Carthenians. How's that? You can be Carthage. I'll name your town that right now. I'm going back to talk to the Romans.
which is like one letter away from carnage. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cartilage,
Cartilage.
like your ear.
Or like a tooth, but not.
So I'll get my tankard out with all the multiple things that are on it with the different faces of Grull.
Ooh. So well done. By
What?
Novish craftsman.
It's the many mood
Finest.
mug.
Ah.
You can stir it with a tooth.
All right. Fast forward to the following morning. You guys are ready to go. Is there anything you guys want to do while en route to the Raylion's horde?
I'd like to learn at least one of my
Bumpy.
gnomies' names.
F1, fodder 2.
Watson.
3,
Watson it is. Is he the one that's running the show?
He is the driver that you are. I assume you don't want to walk beside it, so you are riding on his cart.
Well,
No,
it,
Holmes
Are you
is the
in
one
a
that's
row?
running the show. Watson is just taking care of everything.
No, that would be gnomes.
Well, Holmes knows.
Gnomes.
Yes.
And then you've got Nomeo over there.
They have a fight in a-
Juliet's on my card.
Yes, yes.
Gouliet. Thank you very much.
oh, undead.
On came a spider.
Mostly dead.
But that means partially alive.
Dead yet?
He still has equal rights. Or she. Wait, is Juliet a he or a she? We don't care.
Gouliet.
An idiot?
We come back
Here's
and lay
Juliet
on the
Gouliet.
zombie dragon lich thing.
Excellent. Roll on. Roll out. Move on.
Roll out.
On
Roll
goes Karen.
Tide. You guys continue along your way. It's gonna take you approximately 4 days to get there.
Bumpy roads. Oh.
Yep. You do horse swaps as appropriate. Stop for lunch. Do a horse swap. Oh, what about second breakfast? Blah blah blah.
Horse swap. Is that like wife swap?
Only if you're an orc.
Hey.
If you're in Arkansas, swapping your wife for a horse? What? Barnyard follies? No.
On the evening of the 4th day, you arrive at the point located on the map.
Maybe. Can't tell.
The map changes for you, Groll.
I will tell him, hey, guys, it's changed.
It kind of zooms in.
You can put an ointment on it; it'll change back.
It's gotten bigger.
Ah, you're part Ed now. Great.
So,
We're rubbing it.
hey, security specialist Pierce.
Yes.
Maybe you should lead the way in. You know, to the
Well, I
dragon
need
lair.
some sort of direction.
Yeah, well, right over there.
We're currently Where are we? Oh, Aaron, sir. What are we looking at? We have arrived where?
You are in a more foresty type area than the previously Rocky Crag style area. It appears that his entrance is more of a burrow, like a hobbit hole type thing, but a very large one.
Actually bricked with real hobbits. So, it's still mountainous,
Just
though.
halflings everywhere.
Yeah, it's still mountainous. It's just got more grass and friggin' trees and stuff like that.
Can I read Kevin's comment?
Absolutely. Please
Rollin',
interact with the outside players.
rollin', with your pockets swollen, full of loot so golden, dragon hide.
That's great.
Well done, Kevin. Okay.
Well
that?
done indeed. Then I will slowly make my way into the opening and search for traps while I go.
Good idea. I can't remember. Can you? Do you have dark vision or no dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
What kind of light source are you using?
I'm using my handy dandy little glow rock.
Glow rock.
I
Okay.
put googly
No
eyes
problem.
on it when he wasn't looking.
I name him Steve.
You are not seeing any trappets.
I will. Real quick, I'll go with him. I just want
okay.
him to lead.
I'll go too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leading the way forward. The question is, I guess we'll leave the wagons here for now.
With the gnomes.
Does it look
Yeah.
like the wagons can go down the tunnel?
Oh yeah, it's a very large tunnel. It's like a. Imagine the size of. You guys have all been down to the Virginia Beach area, the tunnel that leads under the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That size.
Oh, I hate that.
Easy
Thanks.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah, but just imagine it's the tunnel that leads under the bridge, but it's covered up with friggin' dirt and mounds
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh,
What do you go
reminds
down
me
the
of
hole?
home.
Ah.
Well, maybe we should take the wagons with us.
Well, I say we should
Lead the
look.
way.
We should check it all first, see what we're dealing with, and then come back, get the gnomes and the wagons, let them guard the entrance, set a camp.
Good plan.
In case it all collapses, we only lose one person who's leading instead of all of us.
Great. Onward, ho.
Don't
Uh,
Oh.
As you start to get in there, you start to notice that there are like bones strewn about. It looks like former meals and things like that.
Mules or meals?
Meals.
Both actually, but yes.
So
Meals with no wheels.
he ordered delivery a lot.
A lot of Chinese food containers, half-eaten.
Half-eaten Chinese.
If we see any dagger-sized teeth, we'll throw them back to Groll.
Yeah, yeah.
In case he
Jake,
eats
you're
something
with,
bigger. Yeah,
with them as well, correct?
I'm right behind him. Yeah.
You're starting to feel icky as you get down there.
Excuse me.
You continue down there. There are more scatterings of bones and things like that.
I smell dead people.
My passive perception is 12, FYI.
Okay. He definitely had been eating things. There are more and more humanoid type bones. You see the occasional snake and friggin' bugs and stuff like that.
Well,
Takes about,
he's been out of here for at least a couple months, right?
let's see. It looks like he'd flown back and forth a few times, but there's not a whole lot of. He looks like he's got scavengers that are picking off whatever he finished up eating.
Okay. I'm just trying to guesstimate how long.
Yeah.
All right.
From what you can tell, if things would wander in here, he'd eat them, but he probably didn't hunt at his entrance.
Okay.
I see some bear
When you
bones.
say I feel icky, do I feel like there's a sense of evil, or just
Now that you're kind of picking up on it, yeah, you got that kind of feel for it.
He's probably left a sentry down here. Be prepared to kill it.
Great. I'll pull out my crossbow and what did I call Greg in one hand, crossbow in the other.
Steve. It changes every time. We never
Steve.
know what he's going to call it.
Yeah, it's a new name because he really doesn't care.
Is Lolly behind us somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the back with my umbrella.
All right.
Ready to strike.
I'll summon my hex blade.
I will
I think you
carry
should
on
give
forward.
Pierce some words of encouragement.
Doing great,
Seems
man.
a little.
You haven't died
So
yet.
you go down into the burrow,
Well,
and then it kind of loops down and to the left, but it kind of a
Spiral.
kind of the same kind of kind of a spiral, kind of the same slope as a racetrack though, just slightly down until you get to more of a big open cave area. You can see the horde at that point. It's not quite as big as Gwydian's. Call it 60 to 70% the size. Gold, platinum. There's more item type things though. Nothing massive, but this one definitely looks like it had been dug out, like he had burrowed into this to create this thing.
Here comes a cool limerick.
there was an old shark with a smile, so broad you could see it a mile. He said to his friends as he sewed up the ends, "This reel is too wide for my style." Smiling shark. Pierce gets bardic inspiration. Don't die.
Okay.
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Does anybody
Ah.
else have magically, wizardly, priestly powers that can tell if there's any magic here, perhaps protecting this place, or goodies hidden amongst the horde that would be selectively chosen? Anybody see anything good?
No.
That said, Pierce,
Yes.
as you're making your way through, you're kind of trying to avoid stepping on bones and things. However, something kind of jumps towards you. It misses. Go ahead and roll for initiative. Jaith, you recognize it as it's a ghast.
At the language.
22 is
You
my
hit-
initiative roll.
Oh, okay. You may. Good to go. Everybody else roll for initiative.
I got 22.
Nice.
14.
18.
Cool. Anybody else that would like to, that has Arcana or any kind of dungeoneering type thing, can roll to identify what this thing was.
Oh, yeah.
It does not look like it is alive.
13.
If you roll above a 15, you recognize it as a ghast. If you roll below that, it looks like a zombie.
Okay.
Or a ghoul. Except it's fast. Above points. That was you, Chris, and you, Andrea.
Great. Oh, Jesus Christ. We are taking our turns at the same time.
That's okay. Just go, Chris.
I can count 15 to hit.
Okay, you hit it.
Lovely. Oh, yes. So then sneak attack is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 17 points of damage.
Okay. Andrea?
My umbrella, pull out a dagger, throw it. 12.
Okay. You do not hit it, unfortunately.
Okay.
What did you roll, Travis?
14. I believe Jaith goes before me.
Jaith?
Where there's one, there's probably more.
Okay.
So I'll just tell it to the group. And I will attempt to crush it with the hammer.
Okay.
Uh, 18 and 16
Both hit.
for 24 points of damage.
Okay. That one, it disintegrates on the second hit.
Okay. I need to go
Slam.
grab the PHB unless somebody is up on what Turn Undead currently does.
It makes them run away. Hold on. I can have it right here.
We're going to have a learning session.
Mm-hmm.
Information.
While you read through that, other things come up out of the ground. They are all skeletons. There are 3 skeletons that appear. Travis.
Well,
Why won't you show me?
can I... how close together are they?
They're within about 20 feet of each other. So the center one, from left to right, they're within 20 feet of each other, and call it the center one is about middle of them.
Okay, well, center in the middle of them, I'm going to create bonfire.
Okay.
Now, it creates a 5-foot cube. So, and then it does a D8 damage.
Here it is.
Okay.
Their save is a Dex 14. And this is one of the books that I don't have yet, so yeah, I guess give me a second while I pull it up because it is in D&D Beyond.
No problem. Is it just a D8 and they don't make their save?
Okay, well, it definitely will be a D8 damage, and I'll look it up, and if there's anything different from what you need to know, that's going to be 5 points of damage to each of them that's within that 5-foot cube.
That's just that would just be a normal square. So you hit the center one.
Oh, I can't center, so it gets 2? Okay.
Yeah, they're 20 foot. We'll call it 2. You hit the right and you hit the center and the right one.
Okay. And give me a second, I'm pulling up the spell for anything else, but I think at this point we can call it done.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
Ah,
Okay,
channel.
I know what it does now. I have it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's 30
next-
feet from me, and it's got to make a wisdom DC saving throw or fleet for a minute.
Okay. Next round, the skeletons begin to advance.
They're heading towards Grull. That will make Chris, Lolly.
So how far am I from the nearest undead?
They're moving pretty slow. You're probably right at 20 feet, give or take.
You know what? I will rush in. I'll put my crossbow away and whip out 2 daggers and run in for a stabby.
Okay.
Stabby.
Stubby.
You're able to move and attack at the same round. So.
Dirty 20 to hit.
You hit it. Their AC is
First.
15, their AC is 13.
Great. That one's a natural 15 plus 6. So I hit with both my daggers. Oh, and ba ba ba.
Ba, 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 ba.
Did you roll a 2 on either of them?
Ba, ba.
Or below
I
a 2?
did roll 2 plus 4, so that is
It falls
6
apart.
with each dagger.
It falls apart.
Great. That is my turn.
Andrea?
I threw a dagger, whichever one I could hit, that's closest or whatever. Got a 17.
Okay, it hit.
4 damage.
The second one falls apart. You hit the center one. That was next. That had been hit by flame.
Oh. Yay. I win.
Excuse me.
Jaith.
So there's one more visible.
There's one more visible.
Oh,
This is the one that has not been hit by flame.
I'll hit it with a sacred flame.
Okay.
So DC 6, Dex saving throw. DC 16.
It does not make it.
It can take 8 points of damage.
It falls apart.
How wide does the treasure hoard appear to be? Are they just jumping out of the treasure itself? Where are they coming from?
They were on the ground. They seem to have been kind of just dormant on the ground in kind of bone form.
Okay.
Can
The
I yell out to Jaith to create light further into the cavern?
Okay.
So
I was
that
gonna
we
go
don't
into
have
the
to
middle.
Use my little drift globe. Oh yeah, it went darker. I guess I dropped my glow rock to stab them.
Well, I can cast light as a cantrip, so there you go. But how far across is the hoard itself?
You're in a big cavern. It was probably 20 feet wide as the entrance was probably 20 feet wide. So as you made your way in there, you're talking probably about 150 feet wide, big circle in there. And then, so as you're making the spiral down, and then you got 100, 120, 150 feet, and then there's a smaller exit towards the back.
Well, what I'd like to do is center a turn undead burst to try to
Knock them all out.
Well, to shove them against the outside walls and that type of thing. Just go into the middle and just do it.
Okay.
And that way, if there's any other undead, I mean, they start fleeing. They get up and they'll have to flee.
Okay. What's your radius on that?
30 feet.
Okay. You can probably.
And I can do it a couple times. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to just do that.
Okay. Just give me a an intelligence check.
18 plus.
You're fine. You figure out the couple spots that you need to do it. It'll take you about. It'll take you 4 bursts to kind of.
I'll cast the light out there so Pierce can see easier.
Mhm.
I'll just put it on the horde somewhere. All right.
Yep. You freaking drop a light, run over to that spot, drop. You basically drop 4 lights and you go over to those 4 spots and freaking drop it. one more ghast and 6 more skeletons appear. They kind of run to get away from you. If you want to kill them, you can kill them. If you don't want to kill them, you don't have to. They'll try to either escape out the back hatch or run up the front one.
I mean,
don't
I'll
let them run
shoot
up
my
the front
crossbow
one.
at them as they come.
We're going to kill them, basically,
Yeah.
if we can. I'm just trying to clear them out.
Yeah, I got you.
So, all right. Do I still have that that feeling down here?
It's fading.
All right. I believe that's probably the majority of them. Looks like we're only going to need about, 10 wagons, 2 trips now, since it's 60% of what we've looked at.
Well, I thought we could have gotten it all in.
Well, 15
Sure.
is what we were told first.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why we wanted 5 for 3 trips.
Right.
Very good. Do you want us to play through the killing of the undead, or are you good?
No, you guys are able to kill him off. He turned him. He used his abilities. You got it. You killed him off.
Okay. So nobody can.
Get the wagons down here and start loading it up.
So nobody can detect magical emanations at all.
I can pray for it tomorrow.
Well, perhaps we should do that. Set certain things aside if it looks like it could be special.
Well, we're going to be here for a long time. We got 5 wagons to load, so I'm sure we can.
I'm sure.
Nobody brought a funnel and a friggin' dustpan to.
We have shovels.
Yeah.
I'd assume. Could be wrong. It's
But we'll designate magical barrels for the good stuff.
yeah.
Can I sweep it up in a whirlwind with my precipitation?
The post.
No, because that would be duplicating like mage hand, and you can't pick up magic items with mage hand. However, you can use that
I
to
do
figure
have
out
mage
which.
hand.
Right, but you can't pick up magic items with mage hand.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the few
Are they, is
limitations
the gold
of it.
magic?
No, the gold is not magic.
Can I pick it up and into the barrels?
Oh yeah, you can use mage.
No,
You can
they're
use
limited
mage
by
hand to do
5
that all day
pounds.
long.
That's
Now,
what we do.
The cool part about that is you'll know which items are magical because you can't pick them up.
Oh.
There we go. It's like a sifter. It's
Or if they're heavier than 5 pounds.
5 pounds, right?
Right, exactly.
But you'd be able to kind of tell that. That's just a gold piece.
all the gold and stuff. Boop, 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 into
Once
the
we
barrels.
do start the loading, rolling one barrel or one wagon down at a time, making sure there's no
Yeah.
roots or bones in the way of the path. Yeah, we can have Lolly testing things, picking certain things up. Try to pick that up. Try to pick that up. And I'm sure with the Arcana knowledge of all of us, somebody can mention the mage hand trick. So is there anything she runs across that her mage hand won't pick up? Try that sword. Try that gem.
Let's see what we got here.
And honestly,
There are 3 items in particular, and
It's really
there are a total of 4 items. 3 that you're like, oh, these are kind of cool, and then there's one this is really cool.
oh, excellent. Now, Andrea, you don't have detect magic as a cantrip, do you?
That would be under the things like precipitation,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
No.
Or what's the other one? Not read magic, but identify.
Yeah,
No.
identify is the spell.
And my
No.
character would have knowledge of this. He does have a high arcana, etc. So I'm not just metagaming here. I'm just because I know
Yeah.
I don't. I was raised to be offensive to people.
Offensive? Yeah.
You do have lore skill though, don't you?
I do. It's. I mean, lore is not necessarily a skill, but I have arcana and a few other things along those
I have
lines.
Arcana.
As
History.
a bard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant lore for the
History.
bard.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, I guess it'd be history now.
I have history.
Either history or arcana, the two together, whatever.
Yeah. I'm thinking of how the character is in the other game and be like, yes, I have that stuff. No, I don't in this one.
Right, whatever the equivalent of the 5e
Legend.
edition equivalent of lore. She's going to go, oh, I recognize this. That kind of thing. That's how she's figuring out these 4.
Okay. Can we study them while the
So I would
gnomes are
imagine
loading?
Absolutely.
Would you like an arcana roll or what?
Yes. Go ahead and give me
From
some
who?
rolls.
From me?
From anybody that's got an associated skill.
Natural 20 on the first roll, which that's a 25 modified.
Is that for the really cool one or for one of the semi-cool ones?
You know, I want to, of course, say the really cool one, but if you want to... I mean, that's the one I would be drawn to first.
Okay.
Can you tell us what the items are? Because that might actually make a small difference in what I pick up first. But, like, the really cool one, yeah, that would be natural.
I got a 12, a 5, and a 9.
12, 5, 9. Give me one more roll.
24.
Nice.
Okay. And my other rolls are not nearly as good. 7, 12, and 10.
So
7,
between
12.
the two of you,
You know something?
John has some knowledge in that area, too. Jaith does.
Yeah.
Pierce
My
has no
arcana's
knowledge.
not that great.
It's
How
okay.
many
You can
times
use
am I rolling?
histories and things like that as well. So
History or arcana?
nope.
Maybe
None
even
of those
religion.
things are what I'm proficient in.
How many times am I rolling, Aaron?
4 times total.
That's a 7, a 13, a 7. Wow. And on the one's not gonna matter. 13.
Okay. There is a wand, a ring, a shield, and an orb.
Which one is the really cool one?
The orb.
Okay. And actually,
Looks like it.
Good.
Glass ball, about yay big. Glows blue, except when somebody picks it up, and then it changes color. Depending on who picks it up, it changes a different color.
It's like a mood ring.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of like a mood ring.
Dun, dun, dun.
What color is it when I pick it up? So what color is it when I pick it up? What?
Chartreuse.
It's plaid. It crumbles into broken pieces.
So with the 25, the natural 20, there we go.
Ah, there it is.
It's which item was I playing with that? And by the way, the shield would be the least interesting of the 4 items to me.
Which would of those items do you think would have been the most interesting to you?
Honestly, either the ring or the orb, but probably the orb because it is less of a common type item. It is a more weird, offbeat, less common item.
Not the wand.
No, because I'm power based and wand. I have my fetishes and I have my focus. It's all wrapped into the spear and the weapons I summon. So that's something I wouldn't necessarily go for initially because I don't need one more thing to grab out of a pouch or a bag when I have these other items already kind of in my repertoire.
Orb, eh?
That is a dragon's orb.
Oh. What's that mean?
That's that. What?
That is the really cool item. From what you understand, it allows for dragon evolution.
Like Pokemon.
Pokeball.
Well, you
Like a sorcerer's
have
tool
heard
to...
rumors. You've heard rumors that a dragon begins as a human. They develop an orb. They'll start off this big. They will swallow them, and they begin taking on dragon properties. And as they get more dragon-like, the orbs get larger and larger and larger until they become guys like Raeleon or Gwydion, and the orbs get bigger. This is possibly Raeleon's orb.
Oh.
You don't know that for certain.
So they swallow it and poop it out bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still one inside Raeleon back there.
Or that was his.
So, what good does it do
Less
anybody else?
respect for this guy. He should have eaten his own pill.
So
Are you saying that a human can swallow that damn thing? to a dragon?
No, it started small.
Yeah.
As they got bigger,
But,
it got bigger.
no, but that one's a big
Yeah,
one
what
right
good is
now.
it
They
to us
swallowed it,
now?
wouldn't
Hmm?
What good
It's
is it to
not.
us now?
Oh, that's for you to figure out.
Well, very good.
I
Now,
figure Gwydion wants it. He wants to swallow the other dragon's orb.
it is possible, or
I'm good, but thank you.
I don't know if I'd want to become a dragon, though. Even if I could.
I mean,
Alright.
I'm more interested in seeing what the ring does than anything.
Oh, the flappy flappy.
Well, after I do some prayer tonight, I'll tell you what all the things
Oh, okay.
can do.
Well, I'm guessing it's going to take more than a day to load this anyway.
Correct.
It is a shield of reflection. We're letting it go throughout the course of the day. That is a shield of reflection. It reflects things back.
Like, I'm rubber, you're glue.
Exactly.
Great.
Well, I definitely don't use a shield.
So are you saying that the time's going to go by to where... Okay, so I'm going to have detect magic and identify
Mm-hmm.
after the 8 hours. So I'll be able to actually tell them the properties of any of those particular things.
Mm-hmm.
And with detect magic, I can go find whatever else is magic that's in this place, in this hoard, if they want to pick out individual items. So
The wand is a wand of spider climb. It's got 33 charges on it.
Spider wands. Spider wands.
And that is a ring of fire resistance.
So, I don't know how the rogue care and sensibility and the merchant's contract thing works. But I'd say if anybody wants these items, that would be a smart thing to take for your share.
Anybody want the ring? Okay, great.
I wouldn't mind the wand of spider climbing.
Spider Pierce. Spider Pierce.
Jaith, do you use a shield?
I do.
Perhaps that
How
would...
about you?
No, I don't use a shield, and I mean, if we're dividing them up one per thing.
There's no restriction for us not to use them on the way back.
No, and the dragon orb, can you tell anything more about it with your great wisdom and
I'm
magic?
going to identify it so I can tell them exactly what it does or what its properties are.
It's currently in a charging state. It is absorbing the essence of dragon. And it seems to be pulling it out of the hoard itself.
Oh, like collecting dragon
So
flies.
Dragons make their fart. Ew.
Hmm?
I mean, what? There's no more dragon here. So is it
It's
done?
Pulling the residue. The remnants of its spirit, soul.
Like the stink from his shoe.
Yeah. Like a cat with its
So we
face.
should probably bury it underneath whatever we can't take and leave it here so it can continue to do whatever it's doing.
That's not unreasonable.
Just make sure it's well hidden.
Once it is charged, do you know what it will do? Okay.
Well,
He's not able to determine. He doesn't. You don't have enough background in magical theory in order to be able to say.
I'm using a spell to tell me this.
Right,
An
and
identify spell.
I understand that.
Okay.
It's beyond the capabilities of the spell, is what I'm
Got
saying.
it.
Whatever else it does
All right.
is dormant at the moment and unable to be pulled out as information.
So here's the easiest
Spoiler.
thing for us to do with it. I can stone shape a hollow into the wall over there, put it in there and stone shape over it, so nobody can just grab it.
That seems
And
reasonable.
we can leave it there. And
Retrieve it on the last trip.
now, are you going to tell the dragon that it's there?
I don't feel the urge to.
Nope.
What if he asks?
Then he would know what's already in the hoard.
If he asks, oh, we haven't
Wouldn't he
found that.
have
Maybe
his
it's
own
at the
hoard?
bottom of the pile.
Seems to be more powerful than the other one. Why would he want a weaker one's essence? I don't know. If he asks, all right,
We'll look for it.
no. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. What if he asks you, Pierce?
What?
What if he asks you about the orb? What are you going to tell him?
What orb?
And then obviously it's to you.
What orb?
Yeah.
What orb?
Okay, so we leave it in the wall.
What are you going to tell him, Gro?
Oh, jeez. I would probably just turn the questions back on him. What it does, why he wants it, where you find these things, how come I've never heard of one.
What does it look like?
It's, I don't know if I want
I guess
them.
you're going to need to know what I'm going to tell him.
Yep,
And
that
I'm
would
going
be
to tell
good.
him that, I won't tell him, I guess is the key thing. I won't be lying to him. I'm just going to tell him I won't tell you.
Run away!
Because I don't know what it does.
Okay.
And I won't be lying because I don't know what it can eventually do. And if I think that it's going to corrupt him, turn him into something else, I'm definitely not giving it to him.
That is a possibility. What colors did it turn when the rest of us touched it?
Chris was chartreuse. You were bright pink. Andrea was a greenish color. Did Jath even touch it?
Yeah, I had to put it in the hole.
I'm just making sure. You may have said, no, hey, toss that in there. You were a bluish color.
Very good. Pink.
Well, at least we're all different. Special in our own way.
Okay. So, let's get everything loaded up for the first trip. Do we want to seal the back entrance and the front entrance before we leave?
No, because nothing's come in here anyway, so.
Okay. Well, maybe
We're going to
thing,
take the most valuable of stuff with us on the first trip anyway.
Makes
We're going to
sense.
leave the left points here. Again, it's not ours, and why do we care if somebody comes in here and takes it?
I'm okay with that.
Also true.
So,
And I will replenish some of my lost coins. I really don't need more than a couple hundred worth of gems and coins. I'm very nomadic. There's no point in having thousands of gold.
well, you do what you're going to do. He seems to be rather particular about treasure for some reason. Not that I haven't heard that of dragons anyway. So.
I've heard the same about Roe Karen. You seem to be the exception to the rule when it comes to the love of the metals.
Oh,
I
Well,
don't
if
love it.
there's-
I have a love of metals, but a love of the ones that I've worked and earned.
That sounds
If
perfect.
If there's bangles and all this stuff, I'll just slide them on my arms, or necklaces, I'll put them on, because
You can wear the stuff back. Our intention is to take the most valuable of the treasure with us on the first haul back.
shiny jewelry.
So if stuff does get stolen, I mean, it's at least lesser.
Oh, is there like a helmet?
I'm sure there's a helmet around.
I'm gonna wear it.
And how many? We have 20 gnomes with us, right?
Good gnomes.
You got quite a few good gnomes.
So we had 4 per wagon.
Right.
We should take all the bones and all the things that can possibly become skeletons and stuff again and strew them out into the woods out there so they're not in here. When we get back, I mean, I'm not too concerned with skeletons.
Precipitation, and the bones go flying.
Unless if I can find a cool
Hi,
bone
Tony.
that I can add as a fetish onto my spear. Not like the
There
Minotaur
might be
bone
like
from
a-
Your Highness, though.
Like a dragon arm bone that you can use as a staff.
No.
He has a fetish for bones.
Huh. Okay.
Hey,
Does anything else happen before we get it all loaded and ready to roll?
No, it's pretty quiet in here.
okay.
Barely even
Move
echoes,
out.
soft dirt.
Our intent is to take it back.
All right. You guys begin taking everything back. Again, it's a 4-day trip, so on and so forth. Back. Friggin' you, there you are.
The queen has arrived.
And did the goblins get the way cleared into Gwydion's lair? The front door?
The goblins have kind of cleared a path big enough to transport barrels up there. Now, do you have the gnomes carry the barrels up there, or you just kind of hand them off to the goblins and say, go shove these into freaking Gwydion's area?
I think we want to go.
The gnomes don't need to go in there.
Yeah, I think we want to speak to Gwydion and perhaps even introduce at least 1 or 2 of the gnomes to Gwydion so they know who their neighbors are and they can start their own relationship. Aaron's got his dragon face on. So,
Tell them to grab a couple barrels and follow us.
so we
Introduce
can't,
him to your.
we
Let
can't
us talk first.
we can't just take the whole wagon. They didn't clear enough to take a whole wagon in.
Nope, not
Sharks.
that much. Because keep in mind that the south leading to north, that was still caved in part of the way, so it wasn't. It was wide enough for a person to go through, but not wide enough for a thing, because it didn't go straight in there. It was kind of a segue cave that led in.
They're lazy. They just didn't do it.
That
Did the-
too.
Did the minimum.
All right, barrel hauling it is, but let's go talk to Gwydion.
Hold it.
Do they have any of those like little
You're up.
squares with wheels that we could roll along? We could buy some at Gnome Depot.
A wheelbarrow.
No, Depot.
Pierce, you're going to talk with the dragon, right?
I believe we
Sure.
already did that.
Yes, I will go first with the first load of barrels, I guess.
I'll
Well,
go
I can
as
carry
his
the barrel for you. You just need to talk.
I'll go as his right hand man, his advisor, because I have met 2 dragons before.
That's fine.
It takes a couple people to carry one of those barrels. They are heavy.
So we can't put it on like a wagon and pull it up?
Just roll 'em.
Like a little Red Rider wagon.
Yeah, well, like
Like a wheelbarrow.
the dollies that you get and they have the square of the boards and the
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I said, Gnome Depot. Come on, we got gnomes.
No Depot. Yes,
we
you are
can
able to do
mission
that,
the
but
gnomes
they
to
are
build
still...
dollies.
There we go. Yes, you are able to do that. They are still heavier than shit because
All right.
metal is heavy
And we're going uphill.
and barrels are heavy. And you are going uphill and you are dragging it.
Well, I guess the key thing is talking to him first, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We'll take one barrel with us as we go first.
I imagine you carry yeah. Your goblins are doing most of the work for you.
Right.
This sucks.
Indeed it does.
Come on, fat ass. You should work out more.
But the chief's priest will give you food when we're done.
We like food. Hamburger, hamburger.
Made with real berg.
Berg.
Well, we head into the dragon.
Yes.
Yep. You guys eventually get up to the dragon's lair. You are able to friggin' navigate. Occasionally you have to stone shape in order to create a better barrel path.
We'll bring a broom to sweep little rocks out of the way, too, because, it takes a pebble to jam up one of those damn wheels.
Oh, I hate
Curling.
Okay. So entering...
Yep. Gwydion looks a hell of a lot better than he did before.
Yeah, got a night's sleep.
Yeah,
Had a
it's
long
been
rest.
2 weeks. Ish.
Yeah, it has been a long rest. Or two. You
Oh,
guys
Mr. Gwydion, sir, we have returned with our first trip of your treasure.
Put it over there.
Right. Okay.
Great.
All right, well, we'll be back in a few
We will
weeks.
be having our goblins deliver the remainder of this trip. It is going to take us 2 more trips.
One more.
Wait, I think one more.
1 more trip.
Yeah.
Great. 1 more trip.
You might want to know, his isn't as big as yours. So, yeah,
Genetics.
we do need the barrels back. Just so you know.
I mean, do we need the barrels back?
No, we'll buy more.
What barrels?
We
It's
just empty them.
it's 50 barrels,
Dump them out.
and that means we'd have to get another 50 barrels.
That's okay. They'll bring them to the
We'll just
wagon.
dump it into the horde.
Yeah, I guess
It's
that's
his-
true. We'll have the goblins start, bringing assembly lining barrels and dumping. Yada yada. I would
All
imagine it's going to take the day to do.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Does he
Are
want
you
to
going to
meet?
introduce them to your little gnomies?
Does he want to meet my nomies?
That's up to you guys.
No, I'm asking
Okay.
Pierce. He's the mouthpiece.
If you want to introduce the gnomes, then you go right ahead
Oh,
and
jeez.
introduce the gnomes.
Hey, Gwydion, do you want to meet my nomies? Yo.
The gnomes are like, oh shit.
Poor gnome.
Are you the ones down at the mountain, base of the mountain?
As you gnomes talk. Okay,
He done should have spot.
good
You're
talk.
not coming back, are you?
What?
Good. All right, we understand each other. And they run off.
Good talk.
Run.
Communication, so
Grand.
essential. Okay.
We'll leave in the morning.
So that night with the gnomes. So what'd you
Alright.
think about meeting a dragon? Huh? Yeah? Huh? Huh? Yeah. And we killed the
Big.
other one. Huh?
Yeah, was there a dragon corpse up there?
There was.
Oh, he didn't eat it? Good for him.
Yeah, rotting dragon corpse.
Ugh, smelly.
Well, I know my intent is just to go and get the rest of it and bring it back. I don't know if there's anything between now and then.
Sounds good. How much do you need to play out of that, Aaron?
No, freaking you guys
run back over there for the second trip.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the wall where your orb was.
Dude. There's a hole in the wall, Liza.
Look for footprints.
Okay. What looks like ripped it out of this stone.
Oh, no,
the
it looks like it was
claw
friggin'... No, not claw marks. More friggin',
Busted out.
busted out with, like, hammers and stuff.
Are there, like, tracks leading off around?
Are there footprints in the gold, is what you're asking?
In the soft dirt leading down.
In the soft dirt that leads down into it.
Yeah.
And then leading back out of it.
Through, no, you are not able to differentiate between the tracks of your gnomes, your wagons, and everything else. You didn't spot it because you weren't expecting it when you got down there.
Understandable.
As you're coming back up, you can kind of go, oh, shoot, yes, something came down here. Small party of something.
Boots or bare feet?
Boots.
Party of 5.
Approximately. 4 to 6.
Humanoids,
Definitely.
not giants or anything.
Correct.
Well,
We're
that could
not
be
out
anything.
anything other than if we want to come back after we've made our last delivery and attempt to find it. Other than that,
No.
it's not mine to start with. And we took whatever precautions were necessary to hide it.
Well, at least now if you asked us about it, we could be like, well, looks like something was stolen while we were gone.
Yeah, indeed.
Alrighty then.
Maybe it was him.
Could be.
He can fly.
You can.
Well,
He can
let's see.
shape turn into human.
Shape is shift into 5 guys. Good luck.
Open up a burger joint.
All right, we take them back the rest of the horde.
Okay.
You're pretty much able to load everything up on this one. You were able to figure out, okay, hey, freaking this is how many things are left. You hire one extra wagon,
All right.
go over there the first time and pull it all back.
All right.
Very good.
He does ask you about the orb.
Tell him about the
It
intrusion.
was stolen.
Okay.
I sealed it into the side of the wall.
Because it looked like
Stone
it was
shaped
charging.
over it. Somebody specifically knew that it was there somehow. So
What's it do?
and detect magic shouldn't have been able to penetrate through that much rock. So somebody else knew it was there, invisible or otherwise.
Do you have any enemies?
No.
Got any friends? Would you like some?
No.
Well, you made a sound like you might know what it is. So
Oh, I know what it is.
and
Raelion is not a true dragon, or was not a true dragon.
we determined that they swallowed it and became one. Like a pearl, gets bigger and whatever. So,
Are you familiar with liches?
yes.
Can I roll to see if I'm familiar with them?
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
well, imagine being a priest. I would know. Yeah. Well,
21
Yeah, you're familiar with the concept of an undead lich, yes.
22.
and 21 for me. So yes, I
Okay, yes. You're
know
familiar.
about undead wizards who amass power and
Is there one of note though that's in this area? I guess would be the key thing.
Well, Raelion was using the orb in much a similar way.
Okay.
That would be his phylactery.
Phylactery.
Yeah. However, that is not to say that somebody else could not tap into its essence for the same purpose.
would it bring him back to life or death,
Yes.
or would it make them what he was?
Well, it makes sense since there was undead
Yes.
gas and skeletons and stuff there.
Oh yeah, there's that. You know any necromancers?
So,
Did you know of this before you sent us?
yes.
Why didn't you merely not tell us to bring it back with us then, so we didn't attempt to hide it and keep it safe, so it would continue to do whatever its job was, and then we wouldn't have ran into this issue.
Frankly, I didn't think you'd live to make it there.
Oh.
Why?
Thanks.
But you have shown yourself to be surprisingly competent. So, how would you like a new arrangement?
I'd like another backhanded compliment.
Well, first,
Well-
we should conclude our previous arrangement and get paid first, good sir. Then we can discuss further
Aaron, you're
employment.
frozen.
I don't think he's frozen. He blinked.
I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
We can take care of you. Grab 2 barrels at random.
We
I
emptied
grabbed
them
this
all.
one.
Do the one that says M on it. We marked it specifically. No.
Great, I'll pick a random barrel.
Okay, now what? Tag.
Two
This is it.
barrels.
We get to take back 2 barrels with us, essentially.
Each. Or
Mhm.
So go to the barrel. Remember your nice ring that you have? Put said ring into the barrel and the other things that you wish to keep. That way, now you have them.
just climb in the barrel.
He's not worried about the rings and the wand and all that.
Okay.
That's my helmet.
Is that appropriate?
Yes. Thank
Are
you.
you happy with the arrangement?
I think this will be fine.
All right. Now, that orb is dangerous out in the world.
Oh,
I would
he's
like it
appealing to our
retrieved.
good nature. Damn it! Go on.
As long as the trod don't get a hold of it.
That is my concern.
Very well.
So there is one more point of business before we go on to the next stage. I did offer friendship. I even offered ale. You should have friends. They're handy.
And ale is good.
It makes us competent.
Friends are good, but business partners are better.
Oh. You might not
Well,
be
why
wrong.
not both?
Let's work on the business partners first.
Fine. You can't make somebody be your friend. Either they are or they aren't. So there
I'll
we
be
go.
your friend, bro.
Oh, there's spells for that.
He's not wrong. Okay, so dangerous in the world. Who else would be hunting this giant dragon pearl?
The Dragon Ball?
Are there 7 of them?
Are you
Not to
testing
the
me?
best of my knowledge.
I've got 2 right
Some
here.
say it's a testes
Uh,
of will.
Okay, go on. So who do you think did it? Where are they? And can we have a map that everybody can see this time? Oh, can you all see the map now? By the way, I'll show them the map. Is it still blank to them?
He
Even
reaches
if it's
down.
not, I say that it is.
He reaches down and touches it, and then the outline kind of appears, and everybody can see it now.
Oh.
Trust must be earned.
Except for Jaith. Must be a rogue character. Well, Jaith said he's going to say he can't see it even if he can. His lawful side has a bit of a quirkiness to it. Jokes fall outside of the realm of lying.
The map gives you a nice region-specific map. So basically, the area that you're in, it gives you a nice little area. As you kind of get closer and you're looking at things, it'll zoom in. As you're
out on the world, it'll zoom out. It is magical.
Oh.
Yes.
It only works when you are in possession of it, though.
Okay. I like that. I got a map.
Yeah.
It's almost as good as the one I
A magic
drew.
map.
It's a map. It's a map.
Can I?
It's a
Do you
where
have
should
any
we-
other way
where
of
should we go on
tracking this
map?
dragon orb to help us find it?
It does emanate
I have
a
the spell.
harmonic.
I have the spell locate object. If we get close enough, and we can.
Right. But until then, tell us more about this harmonic.
And who would have stole it? What Lichy Duty is out there fucking with shit?
I don't think he is a lich yet. I don't think he's reached that level.
What's the closest town to his orb? I mean, I would imagine that they would still travel somewhere close to there.
My guess is that he hired somebody much like I hired you. There's likely a group like yourselves acquiring the items he needs.
Dun dun dun. You
Dun,
get to
dun.
fight your doppelganger. Mortal Kombat.
He, of course, is going to need the orb. But
You keep saying he. Who do you know who this he is, or are you? Because eventually they would have to take it to him.
they will have to take it to him.
Great,
So,
but
what
that
is it?
still does not tell us how to track it.
But who is he? So, and where is he?
Sure.
That way, they've got to move
We can
from.
intercept.
They need to move from the board to him. So we want to meet them somewhere in between.
Veriton the Wise.
Uh-huh.
I think they got his name wrong.
So, now, have any of us heard of Veriton the Wise in our travels?
History checks.
Lolly, you have.
I have. Yay,
You
me.
have.
What do
Tell
I
us
tell
about
them
his
about?
limerick.
What do I tell them about?
Let's see. All right, Travis. Continent-wise, I need something that's about 3 weeks distance from where you're at.
Okay. What kind of terrain do you want?
Swampish.
Okay. To the northeast, just south of the frozen tundra area, there is a small swamp on the northern part of Northwood. So that'd be about 3 weeks north. On foot. Faster in other methods.
Perfect. Rumors are that that is where he is currently residing.
Tower in a fucking swamp. Goddamn wizards.
Yeah.
If you leave them alone, they're going to build a tower. A dragon, they're going to build a friggin' horde. Or a nest in a horde. That's what we do. You leave a priest alone, he's gonna build a temple.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Okay.
Because I'm taking that barrel right there to do that.
Well, half the barrel.
No. Barrel for you, tithe for me.
He's talking about a different barrel than the two we claimed, Chris.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go on.
9 o'clock. Give you guys 10-minute break. Think things through. Okay. I'll write down some more information for you guys, and then friggin' we will go from there. How's that sound?
Very good. Very good.
All right.
Should we remain on air, or do we need we're taking a break thing?
I gotta take a piss. So
Okay.
apologize.
I don't apologize.
And I prefer not to do it on air.
Again.
I will. I can Leslie Nielsen it, or Liam Neeson it if you prefer.
Put a flower
I'm a
in
man
the
of particular skills.
I'd rather have you edit and see if you can touch the floor.
Okay, go on, Aaron. Are you two staying here? Oh, Andrea's okay. Andrea's got her things she can talk to.
Well, I went. Are you leaving?
Just for a minute. I'll be right back.
Just put no video. You're gonna make me stare at everybody.
Well, we still have Tajinter hanging out, and we have Kevin hanging out.
Mine says 9 viewers.
Oh, yours says more than mine. Gary is here. So, guys, what do you think we should do? What's our next move? Hunting down a wannabe lich with a dragon orb. Tell Andrea.
Oh, hi, Zazzle. I see Zazzle. Zazzle the Hunter. I don't know if everybody can see her on camera. So what should we do, guys? This is not awkward at all. Oh, it went good, Gary. Got more of my tattoo done. We'll be going back in October for Travis to get a bunch done. So, yay. If everybody tunes in to Talking the Tavern tomorrow at 8, you'll get to see it. Or go back and replay this afternoon's, and you can see it done. Complete with the tattoo person's new cat with their head in my shoe.
That was super cute.
Gary says, I never really know, or I never know, really don't. How did the tat session go? Did you already respond to that? Okay. Kevin says, if hunting the undead, could you just hold a political rally and wait for them to come to you? That's not unreasonable.
Yeah, I think we have a bit of a delay, Gary. That's why. Or maybe my phone does, because I had to redo it.
Yeah, it could have been. That's why you were seeing a different number of viewers than me.
It still says
6.
Tattoo Adventure.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? I didn't change that.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't. It's I sat down and trying to fix all the cameras after the technical issue. Let me mute so I can type and Chris doesn't cringe.
He left again. Yeah, I guess it is the phone, Gary. Crazy. Because I have a computer for Skype. Phone for Twitch.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
Water pops? Hola.
We have an otter. He's got a pop still. Just an otter.
Monica didn't understand why I called them otter pops.
Weird. What they were called.
Huh?
So they're always been called.
Kevin says, ironically, I'm watching you on my phone because the stream was steadier than via my browser. And they were Otter Pops for the name brand, and not Otter Pops for the cheap-ass poor person brand. Then they were just called, like,
Yeah.
Icy Pops or some shit. Okay, we're all back. Shall we continue our plan and let Aaron give a moment to write down some thoughts and notes of his own?
He's following a sausage.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for
a
you, Kevin.
sausage. So, we have a vague idea where they are. We can go gather information and go find the place, and possibly, if we could, as Jay suggested, intercept it before it gets to them. That would be good.
I suggest that I like that suggestion because that's working smarter, not harder. I'm not about hard work.
We can start with our gnomes. They tend to be a pretty good source of information. They travel a lot. They trade a lot. So we could start with them.
My trade
Go
routes have
ahead.
not taken me anywhere up near there.
Jace, have you...
Gwydion,
Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
Gwydion informed for Veriton to enact his plan. He needs a few other items. The dragon orb, or the dragon ball, is one of the items. He also needs the heart of a fallen god.
And that lamp.
That guy's leg. What else, Aaron?
The eyes of a demon lord.
Oh, there's a couple of those around.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Shards of a portal.
And a sandwich. Go on.
And other minor items,
Okay.
but those are inconsequential.
That's like, a pound of paprika, a large pot. Yeah.
Okay.
100 gold
No,
worth of incense.
Exactly.
Well,
But those
What
are
I
the
have-
big ones.
Go on, Lolly.
72
I
versions.
marked all shard, a nap, that guy's leg, and items for mining. Got it.
There we go. Items for mining.
You said minor item.
Oh, good point. Penis obsession. I have Newt, wing it back. Yep, okay. So we got our grocery list.
Got a location, got a big bad, got a shopping list.
Now we just have to talk payment for this trip.
Step right up, Piers. Have a ball.
Or
Yeah, I don't know. What do we want now? I mean, half a barrel's worth of treasure is more than enough for a lifetime.
But you want more.
I do want more. I always want more. I'm a merchant.
So, anything else we need to know from you, Gwydion? Anything else helpful? Like there's a huge artifact that somebody else wants. That was kind of important. So maybe anything like that you haven't mentioned yet? Maybe the size of his following,
Where one would find the heart of a fallen god?
That I don't know.
At the comic store, duh.
Let me ask you.
Down at the god morgue?
If we found a fallen statue of a god and somebody dug out the middle of the chest, would that count?
No.
Bummer. On the bright side, at least it's harder than that to find.
There aren't that many dragon orbs running around.
They run?
They roll.
True. And we know where his swamp's at, so.
We leave in the morning. Tonight we party.
More than likely, they're there already. So.
I didn't think Raelion was a fool enough to attack me. He would be guarding his own orb.
So I'm curious, what would have happened if they got
That's an interesting question. Why? Do you think he did? Do you think he was forced to?
Manipulated.
Promised something. I don't understand why they wouldn't have just taken the orb after he left then. Right then.
It does him no good while he's alive.
Well, no, I mean, before we even got there the first time to
It would have taken
How
time.
far
check the
is
hiatus.
realistically from the horde to the swamp? Like, is it about the same amount of time that it would have taken us to go from here to the horde as it does from the horde to the swamp? Like, they would have figured out he was dead and then left at the same time, and then we would have, and we just, like, missed each other in the cross path?
Exactly.
And probably the news that Raelion is dead got out once we gathered somebody to go get his horde. You know, as Kevin said, loose lips
That one
sink
guy told
wagons.
everybody.
So, okay, do we party with the gnomes or the goblins tonight?
No, Pierce is waiting to see what he gets.
All right, sorry, my bad, I forgot.
Make an opening offer.
Throw in another barrel?
Done.
Each.
Half barrel each.
You could have mine. I'm not carrying that shit.
How about a lend of magic items that will help us in our quest?
That sounds amenable.
You want us to succeed, so.
I don't know what is going to help you on your quest is the problem.
Well, we can load up the wagon with all the things in here that are magical and bring them back when we're done. I mean, he only had 4 things. How many can you have here?
He's not going to answer that question.
Cast a spell. Look around.
Great. We'll take another half barrel each. Call it good.
I'm sure you can track down what you need with your payment.
Yeah, well, I'll take a pocket full right now, and after it's done, I'll get the rest, because I think it's better stored here than anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm not carrying that.
And perhaps instead of a half barrel, we can negotiate where I get a half barrel equivalent in something that I can carry. Like gems.
Do you currently possess any of those items?
No.
Very well.
Can you tell us what they look like so we know what to destroy?
Do you happen to have a bag of holding?
Or a cape of flying? Or teleportation? Teleportation doesn't have to be a cape. Anything.
No, a bag of holding would be helpful.
Oh, why not
Hello,
just...
magic grown man.
I know.
Teleporting us there would be helpful, too.
That could be. Can you teleport us closer to cut the time?
I can point you to a ring that will get you there sooner.
Okay.
Reach down to your map. Reach down to your map. Here to here and here. And he points out a couple spots that can help you move between places.
Oh, like a magic stone ring, like a henge? Oh, okay, well, it's something. That's reasonable.
Cool.
Great. I'll set our 4 barrels that we are up to now off to the side and let the goblins make sure they dump all of the remainder of it so that we can give the barrels back to the gnomes. Because we don't need barrels full of gold.
So we can get our deposit back.
Right.
That's right.
Yes, the 4 gold deposit for all the barrels.
Compounded
that we
daily.
totally need now.
So if we go to the gnome home, then they can have a nouse party. It's like a house party, but gnomish. Nouse
No.
party. No.
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 Good no.
Good gnome.
And I'll take a little more out of one of our barrels of platinum and then call it good.
Yeah, basically just replenish for bribes and stayovers and that kind of
Yup.
stuff.
Emergency travel.
Is there anything cool that goes with my whole motif that I might want to bargain with?
For the most part, you get the impression he sleeps on gold, gems. There's anything that isn't friggin' of that. He's a friggin' magpie. The dragons seem to be magpies. He likes shiny things.
So, Jaith, I've heard of
Yeah.
great armor smiths making armor out of dragon scales. Is that anything you can do?
I tend to work with gemstones.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I mean, I can probably find brethren that can.
Do what?
Are you going to use the hide of the dragon here?
You can take it away if you'd like.
By the way, Kevin has
We can-
suggested. Sorry to interrupt.
You can.
Go ahead. He suggests we order all the needed quest items from Wish.com, then spend the next 6 to 8 weeks postage drinking heavily. Go ahead, John.
And once you get it, you'll get a pencil with an eraser on the end of it anyway, so
That's true.
instead of a computer or whatever.
Well, no, now to be fair, if you do that, friggin' the big bad will just show up and we'll be friggin' right at the climax of the story. Everything will work out fine, right?
That's true.
Why don't you get your goblins that might want some of the carcass? We're going to skin the dragon and start tanning its hide. We just need some ash. We can take its brains and smush it in with it to tan it, and with the ash and stuff, and we can at least prepare it for that.
Get a nice pair of bracers out of it for me, right?
You know? I'm sure we can get quite a bit out of it.
Maybe the
He was rather
we could
large,
harvest pieces off of it and sell.
Keep in mind, it's about 3 weeks old at this point.
right.
Right.
The goblins will eat it.
Yeah, the goblins are able to dispose of the body. You guys are able
The
to get.
goblins already have been eaten.
Well, it's been sitting in the dragon's cave, so they will move it out of there. You guys are able to get enough to make a small item each out of it.
Yeah.
Had you thought of this
Right.
2-3 weeks ago, you would have been able to make a piece of armor each. But if you want to make up bracers or a pair of boots or a cloak, you can do so.
No, it's too smelly.
Does Jaith
Thank
need
you.
a dragon skin cloak?
I mean, it won't be smelly after we get done with it.
No.
We'll just tan it.
I'll take the bracers, and they don't need to have any effect on armor or anything like that. I'm not worried about any of that
Right.
stuff.
He just wants a pretty.
It looks cool.
Yeah. No,
It's
I'm
white
merely pointing out
scales.
that it's,
I'm all
it's
in
in pretty bad
blacks.
condition.
We make a lolly a fedora out of it.
Pierce can just get.
White dragon scale fedora.
How about some sausage? Thicker sausage head.
There you go.
Dragon sausage.
Hey, Pierce, you could just get a big white scale and make a badge out of it. Just
He don't need no badges.
that could be it. Okay, good enough. Party with the gnomes?
Party with the gnomes.
Gnomes.
Party with the gnomes.
That is called a gnomish house party. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this looks like a very reasonable place to stop, or we can go on a little bit. I leave this mostly up to Aaron, but I'd like everybody's input.
No, this is a perfect place to stop. You guys are at, you're at the end of Act 2, so.
Okay. Any objections?
Beginning of Act 3.
There we go. We'll have another game next week to perhaps wrap this up, and we'll carry on.
Don't forget to come to Comic-Con next week.
That's right.
Virginia. Gloucester, Virginia.
And join us for Talk of the Tavern tomorrow at 8.
There we go.
Right
Okay,
here.
guys, thanks for hanging out with us. You have a great night, and we will catch you again next week. Bye, everyone.